If you have a question or a query for JewelleryMaker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
The JewelleryMaker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to JewelleryMaker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
At JewelleryMaker, we are always looking at ways to provide you with a fantastic shopping experience. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome you to our new pre-order option. Selected items throughout the day will be put on display and made available for pre-order. When the presenter informs you that the pre-order service is available on an item, this is your chance to pop it into your online basket or speak to one of our brilliant call centre team members and be one of the first to secure your purchase.
To you. You ready for this? Get it. Go. Oh, it's on the camera. Yes. Tom, you're up. Get it.
Oh, you
get this. Gosh, we're good. Should we just keep this up all show? Let's not. We've got stuff on. No, we're going to touch the floor. Oh, hello.
I was chosen last at sports.
I bet you weren't. Yes, Gemma. I bet you weren't chosen last at sports, were you? I bet you were really good. Gemma, to you. Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh! We've gotten too good. We've gotten too good. Good evening and welcome to the late show. Welcome to a little bit of a birthday show for me. How exciting! Oh my goodness, we have got so much coming up for you today. Straight off the bat, I'm introducing you to my team,
Straight off the bat,
who, as per usual, have just gone above and beyond. We have got with us this evening. I want a birthday noise from you all. The one, the only, Michael Wolf. Excuse you. We have also got with us the wonderful floor guy, Tom. Whoop. whoop, whoop, whoop. We've got the wonderful B Diddy, who has made you more bundles than you can shake a birthday balloon at. There she is. And we've got the gorgeous director, Kerry. Hi, Kerry. We have also got with us this evening, making up an absolute storm with incredible kits. These kits are genuinely fab. True one of those where I saw the picture and I liked the look of the kit and then saw what Gemma had made with it. For example, the bracelet I'm wearing, and just blown away. We have got the wonderful Gemma Quo. Good evening, Gem. How are you, my love?
I'm good, thanks.
Your kits. Yeah. Have you got your mic turned on, first off?
Probably not.
No, probably not. No. The kit that you have been given, a lovely Gemma Quo, one is mega, mega glitz, one is mega, mega colour.
Yes. Yeah. Nice contrast actually with each other, and they're lovely kits. Really lovely.
As per usual, Gem's gone above and beyond. We've got the really colourful kit up first, the bangle I'm wearing, more like a bangle cuff bracelet. This is coming up for you, it's my second one, so that is not very, very far off for you at all. We have got so much coming up for you today, truly we have. Just... What was that weird noise you made then, Michael?
I wasn't sure what was going on for a second.
Oh, it was a little...
I'm ready now.
Oh, good. We have got so much coming up for you this evening. So I have got mega bundles, mega. I've got incredible strands. This is a brand new on me. It is stunning. I've seen this gem before, but never quite like this. 7 o'clock for you. I have then got these ones that are going to follow. I have got bundles in this hour, which are going to knock your socks off. Trust me on that. Including one of my favourites, Unikites. Becky, happy birthday! But I thought you were an amethyst baby. Is this belated celebration? Big hugs. Yes, Sue, it is. Gosh, she's good, isn't she? She listens, does our Sue? Yes, you're right, it is a belated birthday. I was away for my actual birthday on a surprise trip to Cannes. Yeah, I got a surprise holiday. That's a bit much, isn't it? So yeah, I had 4 days in Cannes, so you're a love. Oh, Lena, happy birthday, Becky. Mwah, thank you so much, my love. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, so we are celebrating with our gorgeous JewelleryMaker family tonight, which I'm really, really excited about. One of Andrew said to me, was it Andrew or Chloe said to me before, oh, it must be hard coming back off holiday to work. And I was like, no, I'm genuinely dead excited for tonight. I've also got coming up for you mega, mega, mega bundles. Honestly, there's so much coming up for you tonight. I love this bundle. It's a lapis lazuli bundle. Sounds okay, sounds all right, but it's so special. I've got cubes in here. I've got perfect rounds, and I've got these beautiful sort of natural raw tumbles, let's say. I think they're stunning. Oh my goodness, speaking of stunning, anyone for Tibetan turquoise? Genuine Tibetan turquoise.
Ooh. See, that's been nabbed because I asked for that earlier.
Did you?
Yes.
But we've stolen it.
For a kit, yeah.
It's, we were the earlier Birds catching the worms. Ugh. I should just say worm as well. Catching worms doesn't sound quite as nice. Anyway, I have got so much coming up for you this evening. This is just star buys. I know you think that must be everything. This is literally just star buys. Tibetan turquoise coming up for you. Fluorite coming up to you. Do you want to see? You left your sellotape. I'll leave this here for you, love. Tonight's must have. Solid sterling silver. Now, sterling silver, we have seen price increases and decreases a lot. We've had highs over the last couple of days of 1.28%, I think it is, which is like literally in a couple of days, which doesn't sound like much, but trust it is. It's not like when we do price drops here and we do like 20% price drops, and you know, that's exciting. A 1% increase in the price of silver at this time of year is nuts. The fact of the matter is, I always love sterling silver. I am very much a silver girl or a white gold girl. Generally silver, because for me it's a little bit more affordable. Tonight we are doing a birthday extravaganza on this collection, which includes a meter's worth, 18-inch chains, 20-inch chains, and your product of the year, the slider bracelet. We are going to be doing for you a discount unlike anything else on this tonight. It's at 8 o'clock. But the thing is, there's so much coming up tonight. It genuinely is just the night to stay tuned, because there's going to be odds and ends that you're not going to expect. So many goodies, so many treats. B Diddy, producer, Should we get started? Let's do it, love. So I'm going to start off now with goldstone. This is a stunning, stunning selection of stones, especially when you see them together. I said in a Facebook post earlier on, more birthday bundles than you can shake a birthday balloon at, and this is just one of them. This is just one of them. Someone shake a birthday balloon at me. Oh, oh, you've just moved the camera, Michael. Oh, do you want a piece? Do you want a piece of cake for that? Look at this as well. Got me cake. Do you want a bit of birthday cake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not getting too close.
Every time you do something well, I'll get you a bit of cake. Not really. You're very, very talented, so you'll end up having the whole cake. This is a purchase.
Oh, is it?
Gosh, is it good? First bite. Oh my gosh, he fell off his chair. Brilliant. Goodbye. You peaked too soon, Michael. Anyway, I have got for you here 2 of your bronze-coloured gold stones. They are absolutely stunning. I think if you've got any holidays coming up, these are perfect for it. The way the light dances inside. This is a special opportunity. I think if you want to get that kind of, you know, really golden deluxe goddess kind of colouring to your clothes, to your outfits, this is definitely a way to go. This is a double trouble deal, okay? It means that we're going to give you price discount. If you don't know what a bundle is, by the way, okay, a bundle is, we do different types. We do ones like this that's just double trouble, where we get 2 of the exact same strand and we put them together. Now that as a creative, if you're anything like me, is brilliant, because sometimes if I buy a strand and I really like it, I want to be able to make a necklace and a bracelet and a set of earrings and maybe a ring or 2. I can't do that with 1 strand. I can't. I will have to therefore buy 2 strands, and if I buy them separately, it's going to cost me more. But because we're doing it as a double trouble, think of it a bit like you know, there's places you go to like Costco and stuff where you can buy more. If you buy in bulk, you get a lower price. That's exactly what we do. When we do bundles, I'll be honest with you, we as a company are taking a hit. We're losing out basically, but I wanted to be able to do it for you today because it's my birthday and because we are going with a bang. We're starting your weekend off the right way. It's £4.95 for you. You may well have loads coming up this weekend. You may well, I don't know, have I don't know what, sporting events. Maybe you've got some dinners coming up. Maybe you've got, you know, different things that your big shop or whatever it might be. You've got different things coming up. Tonight is all about you. Let's enjoy it together. Let's have a great evening together. £4.95 flying in for this one. Happy birthday, lovely girl. 21 again. Sorry, my team just went, oh, 10 years ago, maybe. Rude. It was a little bit more than 10 years ago, but that's not the point. Rihanna, you're a love. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, Becky. Lots of love. Oh, Tracy, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Happy belated birthday, Becky. Look at you having 2 birthdays, a bit like the Queen. And look at us for sharing the fun and deals. Oh, Liz, it's going to be a lot of fun and we've got so many deals for you tonight. We really, really do. Happy birthday, lovely lady. Hope you enjoyed and were spoiled. Kath, I had a fabulous day, you know. I really did. It was beautiful. Oh, my best friend got me a really cool gift because I travel a lot. Because I work up north and I travel a lot here. He got me a personalised suitcase. So it's like a mini hand luggage one, but the whole front of it has my initials on and says my name on. It's really cool. So yes, I did get spoiled. And my mum and dad bought me some food, which is always nice. I like that. So you're a love, thank you. £4.95, huge, well done. I've got America in, I've got East Riding in. Oh, I've got Wales in. Happy St David's Day. I went on a lovely St David's Day walk. There was like a parade in town, so I went to that this morning, which was lovely. Hello, Somerset and Worcestershire and Cambridgeshire. I'd love to ask, what do you like about getting 2 strands that are the same size? Do you know what I mean?
Similar to you, it's just nice to be able to make a range of jewellery, isn't it? Or a whole suite. It's just nice to be able to do that. And it's a great size as well because you can make your more dainty pieces with that, but you can sort of cluster them together or, you know, row them alongside one another, have multi-strands. To make your bigger, chunkier pieces, maybe for the neckline. So it's, you know, it's a great size.
I think when you've got things like this in that kind of size, it could even be considered a good one to multi-buy, actually.
Yeah.
So grab it whilst you can. Well done. Okay, I'm moving on. I've got loads to fit in. Ooh, say that number again, sweets. Oh, this is divine. Oh, so pretty. Okay, multicoloured beryl I've got for you now, and I really appreciate that the tone of this is really nice and even. Sometimes tonality shifts quite a lot in beryl, doesn't it? But this one, very, very, very even indeed. A lot of the peachy morganite hues on this, but the aquamarines are really intense, aren't they? Often on the mixed beryl strands, you get kind of slightly weaker aquamarines, but it is of course the 1st of March, and therefore we are diving into our aquamarine month, so get it early, make the most of it, and pair it alongside your morganite hues if you so wish. You have got here 115 carats worth, and the price is rolling in and down. Let's go, another under 5, let's do it. Honestly, tonight is not about clearance, it's really not. I've got so many goodies. I've got Tibetan turquoise for you, I have got the likes of jasper for you, I've got aquamarine, I've got druzy coming up for you, I have got sterling silver bundle, I've got bundles left, right and centre. I can't even tell you how many bundles I've got. It's a list. But there's so much coming up for you tonight. It really is the way to start your weekend off right. What are you up to this weekend? Feel free to let us know. We don't mind a bit of a weekend brag here. On a Friday evening, if you're up to anything exciting, let us know. 6i777 is how you text us. Text JM Studio at the beginning, and don't forget JewelleryMaker.com as well is your opportunity if you want to message us in that way. But we'd love to hear from you, we really would. So do feel free to message us in. $4.95 on this one today, and just to say as well, because of its kind of shape, if you do like this shape. They are. Have a little look.
Oh, I volunteer.
That's so good. I love that text we've just done in. It was Kerry, by the way. We can't bring it live, but it was Kerry who made that comment. That is brilliant. Well done. Okay, let's go. I think this is definitely a good one. Oh. Look at these. Ooh. These are chunky monkeys. Gem, what do you love about them?
Just the colour and how vibrant they are. They're just so bright and full of sunshine, aren't they?
They really are. They are so fun, and they always remind me of like hues I might imagine seeing in Morocco, although I've never been, but I kind of imagine that.
Yeah, definitely got that sort of feel to them, haven't they? It's like the stained glass and those lovely sort of colours of all your oil lamps and your windows and
completely.
Yeah. They're beautiful.
Stunning, isn't it? You've got such character with this, you truly do. It's big, it's bold, it's bright, it's exciting. If you love playing with colour, boy, I've got this strand coming up for you, which is going to play so nicely alongside it if you so wish, including some bundles. So you've got 360 carats worth. Just one of these is going to make enough of an impact, isn't it? Just one. Literally, that's all you're going to need. One of them and you're sorted. One in the centre of a slider bracelet, maybe. Don't forget, I've got sterling silver coming up for you. What would you do, Gem? Because you love your big, bold gemstones.
I do.
For people who maybe want to dabble in the Gemma Crow sort of creative world, what would you personally do with them?
I think I would probably do something like rosary link with some of them, making bold jewellery. I'd probably team them with textiles and lots of other textures.
Nice.
Because when you've got a big bold gemstone in size and in colour, you can team it with bolder materials. So you can go with your chunky textiles and your big pieces of copper and big chain and things. So yeah. I would keep it quite bold, I think.
And why not go big, bold? Because I think at this time of year, with all the sort of spring and summer colours coming out, I think we tend to be a bit more bold with our colour choices anyway.
Yeah, we do. And festivals, of course, around the corner. You know, we're all getting ready for those, and that's the ideal strand, isn't it? Full of colour and
for it.
Yeah.
Grab it whilst you can at £7.95. I have got so many. These are just star buys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming up in the first hour alone. Because of that, we'll go into a star buy earlier than we normally would. Normally we go about past, don't we? The fact of the matter is, But what I am bringing to you today are so many standout products that we had to draw attention to every single one. If you consider that even only in the first hour we've got 5-star buys, they would normally be drawn out over 2.5 hours. But because we've got so much for you tonight, and we truly do, it's just going to be star buy galore. Every single one of these in its own right is superb, and this first one is going to be under £15, star buy. I've stated, I've told you, I've mentioned already that this is going to be under £15. Which you might think, okay, well, you jewellery maker do a lot of strands under that price, so no, not that exciting. When you consider that there are 3 strands in this bundle, it takes it to the next level. This is your gemstone of unity, the gemstone of togetherness, so named Unikite because of just that, the unity of the 2 gemstones. What you have here is perfect workability and pairing together. I think it is sublime. I love the fact that you've got those Mother Nature colours, you've got the blushes in with those forestry greens. It's English rose garden, isn't it? It's got that beautiful dainty quality. If you love Liberty prints, you'll recognise these type of colours, won't you? Obviously Liberty, one of the best known for fabrics, etc. in the world. And these are often some of the colours that you see. They're chic, they're elegant, they're wearable no matter what your age. If you are, you know, really interested in Mother Nature as well, you cannot step away from these colours at this time of year. They're the colours we are hoping to see soon. The fresh blooms that bring that beautiful light green, the wonderful blushes that are brought out in those roses, those flowers, those fuchsias, etc. We've got those qualities and colours that meld beautifully together, creating harmony. And isn't that what you want from your jewellery? Especially when you get it naturally, as these 3 strands are bringing to you. I have got in here your 4mm perfect rounds. I've got your 6mm perfect rounds. I have also got your 4mm perfect cubes. These together as a collection just work. They're the same gemstone, they're the same quality, they're the same location, they're the same beauty, yet the shapes in here are what are going to add extra. They're going to add more. They're going to be elevating your jewellery. I think this is a bundle to be worked in together. And as I said it would be under £15, which at £5 each is pretty incredible for natural, genuine Unikite. But the keen-eyed amongst you may well have noticed it's actually going under 10, and we're about to do that for you today. This is a mega Friday night opportunity. £8.95, £2.99 per strand for natural Unikite. This gemstone, this Unikite, this quality naturally is astonishing to be able to get in that array of shapes. I mean, Gem, if I gave you this, say, and said, right, I'm going to give you this bundle, you need to do a Crow's Mojo on, you know, how you're going to put it together, would you instantly work them together, and if so, how?
I think I possibly would. I think maybe I would do some sort of graduation with the 2 rounds. The 2 rounds? 3 rounds?
6 and 4mm
so
rounds.
it sort of can create some tapered pieces.
Lovely.
And I think the squares and the cubes maybe would add a bit of texture. So I might crochet them together and have lots of texture, and it would give you that spring-like look as well.
That's a lovely idea. Really nice.
Yeah.
West Midlands, you're in. Greater London, you're in. I've got Northamptonshire, Devon, Cornwall, Berkshire. Hello to Derbyshire and Herefordshire. Hi, West Midlands and Yorkshire. Hey up Cheshire and Surrey and Stafford. I've got a couple of you with it in your basket, so do feel free to check out when you have the opportunity. And let me just say to you, if you're looking at this and you're going, Bex, I do love it, I want a little bit more of a zing. What do you think of that together? I really like those together. Do you? I don't know why. I wouldn't necessarily think of it usually. If I just had maybe 1 strand of Unikite, this probably wouldn't come to mind. But it really does. We pop that one with it as well. I wouldn't necessarily say the whole strand of this. Maybe just like 1 or 2 of these sort of mosaic-esque jaspers. What do you think? I really like them together.
I think you could probably put anything with the mosaic jasper.
Yes,
'Cause
actually,
there's so
great
many things,
point.
but that mottledy effect sort of works together, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Same
it
sort
really
of
does.
texture.
Yeah. A huge well done to you. Hello to Angus. I've got Wales in as well. Hiya, Merseyside. I've got Yorkshire in, North Yorkshire specifically. Hello, Denbighshire and Derby. You're in as well. Grab it whilst you have the opportunity, because I'm just about to offer up something that I think Gemma Crow would definitely be interested in.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah.
With it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, put them all in together.
The same gemstone in a wholeheartedly different guise. Massive, drama-filled statement pieces.
Those are lovely, aren't they?
Aren't they stunning together?
I like the unakite in the larger sizes because you can really see that colour play. It doesn't necessarily merge like it does in the smaller ones.
No, you're right.
That definite difference. I love that.
It's definitely bolder, isn't it?
Yeah.
That difference in appearance. What I'm loving with this too is, and this could just be me, but these are described as nuggets. To me, they genuinely aren't. Every single one of them seems to have 4 sides on each side. They're almost like, you know, when we do the twisted bead gemstones. Let me just hold it out for you. But they genuinely seem very organised to me. They've all got 4 sides. They've all got this sort of twisted detail to them. Might be easier to see in real life. Now you can see it, can't you? They're all kind of, they're all drilled at sort of almost at the points. They're almost like twist diamonds, aren't they? These are really cool. You've got all of that surface area to see those colours even better, definitely. You really do. You have got, with these, a huge 360 carats worth. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a strand of unakite with that kind of carat weight. I genuinely don't think I have.
I don't think so either. I don't think I have.
Not off the top of my head. 200 carats, maybe, not 360. So what you're getting here is big statement. Do you have any unakite in your collection? Well, then you probably want to add a little bit of oomph to it, don't you? Bit of oomph. These are your oomph. Grab it whilst you can. It goes great with the bundle I just did for you. No, we're not. Honestly, and I mean, I suppose it seems a bit silly now that the price is on screen, but honestly, if you were going to ask me to guess, I would have guessed at £9.95 on this, because I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything as dramatic as this. So what you're trying to tell me is I can get 4 strands for £13.90, which are going to be etching me up toward, what, 700 carats worth of this natural gemstone? I think that is phenomenal. £4.95 for those massive nuggets. And just whilst I'm speaking of bundles, because tonight is bundle galore, you are going to get so much saving tonight, you really are. Let me just show you, I've got this coming up as another bundle in a little bit. This is my lapis lazuli. In fact, when I say it's coming up in a little bit, I mean a real little bit. Don't forget, Tibetan turquoise coming to you at brand new to me, never before seen opportunity. I've also got for you tonight's must-have, which is magnitudes of up and up in price, silver at a low deal. As well as all of that, I've got 2 very impressive kits from the wonderful Gemma Crow. You like the look of that lapis lazuli? It's everywhere at the minute, if you noticed. I saw a piece the other day. Where on earth did I see it? Where was it? Oh, Boucheron, the designer, working with lapis lazuli in something. Yes, I saw it the other day, and placed into platinum, if I'm not entirely mistaken. Anyway, there was many numbers attached to it in price. It's everywhere at the moment. There are big, well-known brands and labels working with this as a gemstone, and to me, I completely see why. It is the most popular colour of blue. It is a very highly esteemed gemstone as well because of the history, and I think when you get to see this beautiful wearable denim blue, you can't help but fall in love with it. We all love that comfy pair of jeans, don't we? We all love that kind of throw-on denim piece. Why not have it in genuine gemstones? These ones are beautiful. I actually had a little look before, and if you wanted to do your research, do feel free to find a search engine and just type in lapis lazuli cubed, and there are a number of cube bracelets just like this that come up. Start price that I found, start low price, was £62.
Wow.
And it was a bracelet, and it is in gilded silver, so it's silver plate basically. But yeah, pretty impressive. Very good price point, I think. Very affordable actually for the gemstone you've got. This is totally and absolutely natural, and at that price point on your screen, that's what you would pay any other day. But today it's not. It says under 10. We're taking it under 10 for you. You ready? £17.85. We're going under a tenner. Do grab these, remember, and everybody pays that final closing price for you. All 3 strands for £9.95. That is a big saving. I'm loving that you're being so quick off the mark tonight. Well done to you all. I think this is just a gorgeous collection. I think it's perfect to working together. It's that wonderful wearability, and we want jewellery that we can just throw on and wear. Have we been robbed? What's happened there? When's that gone?
It's being fixed.
That?
Yeah, it's being fixed.
There's a TV usually opposite me. I've just realised it's just an empty frame. It's being fixed.
Yeah.
Oh. What's that? Have we been robbed?
Yes,
It's
we have.
huge. Yes. And I've just noticed. Happy birthday, Bex! Any aquamarine chips or nuggets, please?
I spied some of those.
Yeah. Hello. I spy with my little eye something beginning with 9:30. Doesn't quite work, that, does it? Oh well. Happy birthday, Becky! Lots of love, and that's from Jean in gorgeous Flintshire. Happy St David's Day to you, Jean, and thank you very much for your message. You're such a love. Honestly, to Jean and to everyone else who's asking about all the goodies we've got. I've got so many goodies for you tonight. These are just star buys beside me. That's it. I've got Tibetan turquoise. I haven't shown you these, which might go really nicely actually with the aquamarines. Floor white cabochons. Oh. Happy birthday, Becky! Beautiful Becky. Oh, beautiful Becky. Well, that's nice. Hello, wonderful team and talented guest designer Gemma. Love and hugs to you all, and that's from JB. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Aw. How are we doing, wonderful team?
Cracking!
Cracking!
Yeah.
How was that cake?
That was very nice.
Was it?
It was very nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. It was what?
It was nice and moist.
It was nice and what?
It was nice and moist.
Oh right, okay, good. Why did you keep whispering?
It's a secret.
Oh right. You don't want anyone to know how good it is. I love it. Okay, let me bring to you now oh, this is lovely. Very unusual for us to be able to bring this to you. Oh, this would go great with the goldstone I did before. This is rich, luxurious. I am bringing to you your mandarin garnet. What is interesting about mandarin garnet? Anyone know? Well, let me be more specific. You're right there, Tomba.
Can I have a bit of this cake?
Well, it's a bit late now. You've got your fingers all over it. Yes, of course you can. Interesting thing about mandarin garnet. Let's talk about the mining location. Main mining location, closed. Main mining location, done. Main mining location, absolutely nil and void, not being mined anymore. Meaning that mandarin garnet is one of the rarest of garnets that you can get your hands on. In a way, very, very equal to that of sapphirite, because the main mining area is closed. It's like with Sleeping Beauty turquoise, you know, you can't get it for love nor money. Well, you can get it for money, but it's a serious amount of money. It's exactly the same for this. What you're getting with this one, for me, is basically affordability. Now, I'm going to be straight with you, I don't know the exact price. I'm dyslexic, and therefore, I don't really remember prices that well and that easily at all. But I know that we're going to do a sensational deal, and we absolutely and completely have. When the main mining area, get a grip of yourself. Are you serious? Okay, I've just been told that we're actually dropping this in price. Wow. Okay, the main mining area, done, dusted, zip. What happens, prices zoom up. £15.95 for this is a steal. That is daylight robbery. £6.95. Are we... Basically, I'll be completely honest with you now. What will have happened on this is, how long have we had this in our vault? Joe, if you look back on the history. Yeah, see, so the fact of the matter is that because this isn't obviously brand new, we've had this for a bit of time, the fact of the matter is that if we wanted to repurchase Mandarin Garnet at that price point that's on your screen, wouldn't be a thing, wouldn't be available. Basically, if we get a great price, we pass that on to you, and I love that about Jewellery Maker, and it is absolute genuine honesty. If we buy something at a really good price point, and then say the prices of it go up for one reason or another, like we saw it with Spinel, didn't we? And when it became Birthstone. So the price points went up for it in the trade, but because we'd got an old stock that we bought at a great price, we still honoured our original prices. That's basically what we've done with this one. Honestly, £6.95 is a steal. It's a little bit of an unusual shape, so what would you be doing with it, Gem?
I would think I would space out maybe other gems with it, maybe...
Oh, nice.
Maybe use regular shaped gems with it so that you got that sort of contrast of the two. And maybe I would use some big round garnets in sort of your reds or the mulberry colours.
Can I ask you what colour wire you'd use with this?
Probably gold.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, probably gold. But again, you could go with your antique bronze or your coppers. You could go anything, really, with garnet. I mean, I see a lot of garnet set in silver, and it always looks lovely.
Yeah.
But I think you automatically go with your warmer tones, wouldn't you?
Because of those kind of colours. And also, actually, I think it can even hold up against silver, because you remember, on the refractive index, this is the highest or second highest garnet. So it gives you more sparkle than any other garnet, basically. Okie pokely, let's go. Oh, Gemma Crow.
I like a heshy bead. Let's have a look.
I think you're going to love this strand. The heshy bead in snakeskin jasper.
Ooh, that's really nice.
Your eye up. That smile's
really nice,
gone ear to ear. What do you like? First off, you went, oh, I like heshy beads. You heard that it was a heshy bead. Why do you like heshy beads?
I love their shape. I love how they sit together so snugly, and you get this sort of just this seamless line of
gemstone.
Yeah, it's just gorgeous. And I like when it slightly separates and you get the the little triangles in between. I just like how it looks.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
But it sits nicely between any shape, so it sits nicely between a round or a square or a cube. It just sits lovely.
And then the colour, I mean, come on, it's divine. It's colours. Almost like jadeite and like earthy colours. It's gorgeous together, isn't it?
Beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, yeah.
I love this strand. This is the nicest of its type I've seen, to be honest. I absolutely adore it. And just pair it with whatever you wanted. Keep going really Mother Nature-y. Not a word, but deal with it.
We like that.
It happens. You make up words sometimes. What about with Unikite? Beautiful, very sort of Mother Nature. I think that works nicely.
Yeah.
However, you could go a little bit bigger and bolder. Pop in some massive colour with it. That works very well, in my opinion, again. You could even go quite strong in colour with the likes of your genuine turquoise. I think it just works so well.
It's going to work with so many gems and so many colours, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really gorgeous.
Why are so many people flooding in, I mean, with multi-purchases? I understand why people are flooding in, that makes sense. It's beautiful, it's unique. £7.95. For the amount of gemstone you're getting here and the quality of it, I don't know how many snakeskin jaspers you've ever seen, but boy,
not enough.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
It's stunning. It's going to go great with your jadeite. It's going to go great with your Tree of Lives even. It's going to be beautiful for your unisex jewellery.
Definitely.
I do have to move on because that is popular. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Wow, that's stunning. I love that strand. That's another one I'm adding to my list. Okay, we're going next to... Yeah, I couldn't remember. No. Ooh. perfect to go. It's my knees that keep squeaking.
Yeah,
It's old age now. Looks like it's my chair. Proof. This is going to go great with aquamarines. Your blue lace agate, one of the more serene. Oh, right. Let's think about tonight's must-have, which is honestly a spectacular of a spectacular. I was lucky enough to be involved with the Sterling Silver weekend. I did not see a chain bundle like this over the whole weekend, not for the price we're doing. So just to let you know, this is really special. 8 o'clock is coming up. But imagine getting your product of the year, the slider bracelet, and just finishing that off in the middle there with as many as you wanted, even just one. Because I think the boldness of colour in these, the actual saturation is so intense. We've got a drop-down deal, 140 carats worth. I like the code. Your price point today. You've got £4.95 on this one. £4.95 for you. If you want to grab it, then absolutely do so. This is one of the more expensive agates that we have, I think. But it's always a bit more considered, isn't it?
It is, but you know, rightly so. It's really beautiful, isn't it? It's really calm and
and
soothing.
Soothing's the perfect word for it.
It is. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Just thought, actually, go great with this year's colour of the year.
Yes, which is like a corally.
Totally.
Yeah. What's it called again?
Living coral.
Living coral. That is what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would. It would. Yeah,
nice,
very
isn't it?
gentle. Yeah.
Very genteel, very muted. £4.95 on that one. Right, we've got so much to fit in. If you have just tuned in, we are having Friday night bonanza tonight. And I'm going to be honest with you, and I really like this one. Tonight we are going to have some bargainacious goodies, but we're also going to have some more of the slightly more high-end, maybe slightly more luxurious. We are going to be having loads of star buys, as I've already mentioned, because we've saved so many goodies over the last couple of weeks to be able to bring to you in this evening's show. What I'm about to bring to you is something that I think could be considered high-end, but actually we're going to bring it to you in true jewellery maker style. This is your star buy. When we launched Road Night with you, it was a while ago actually, many years ago. Probably one of the first gemstones really that you saw us doing here at JewelleryMaker, and we'd bring it to you, and it was majoritively cream colour, I would say, now and again with a little splash of pink. What I'm bringing to you now is a gemstone strand for those of you who don't like that. Those of you who don't like the brown beiges in rhodolite. Those of you who don't particularly even like the pink in rhodolite. Actually, what you want is the more mature blush colour. This is unlike any other rhodolite I've ever brought to you because the hue is different, it's completely even, and the sizeability is noticeable. This is divine. We had to make it a star buy. Look at how unique this is. The size of these are delectable. Don't you think it's less of those creamy brown colours than you're used to seeing? And it's less of that baby colour, isn't it? It's got more of that intensity, more of that romance, more of that rose colour. And it really is, isn't it? When you see, I think, the colours of roses blooming, maybe in a department store or maybe even, on your days out, you have got that kind of beautiful, quintessentially summertime colour. And that is what we're looking forward to. I can see you wearing these on a beach somewhere, maybe it's a little bit of an anklet, maybe just on a nice little cord, because mind you, the drill hole is huge on these. It's definitely large enough to be able to do that. I'll just show you one. you have got that beautiful, almost prim and mature kind of pink. For me, this is the strand for those of you who expect more from your rhodonite. When they see rhodonite on pages of glossy magazines and you see these colours, you think, I wish I could get my hands on those colours. Well, now is your chance, and to get your hands on them in a big way, you're looking at 2 centimetres worth of gemstones. I do not know how we have done this price point. What is this? £5.95 for statement big bold. Okay, listen, you came in for it. There's 49 left. Did you just say 49 left now? But people are checking out really quickly. Let me just really briefly count them up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, approximately 24 pendants or 24 talismans or 24 you know, big chunky rings if you wanted to. You had a little chuckle at that price, as I did when it came in. Tell me why you were laughing at that price too.
Just the size of them, you know, and the impact that they're going to have is just worth far more than £5.95.
Completely.
Yeah, they're really gorgeous.
£5.95 is a frothy coffee and you know, a biscuit, isn't it? Really.
It is. Yeah, it is. It is. That's amazing. They're really. I was wondering actually.
Should I put them together?
If the pinky tones would work.
Have a little look. What do you think?
I think that's a definite.
I think that is a must.
Yeah, that's really gorgeous.
I don't know if we have any of the large unicite left. I know that they were really popular, but actually we did have quite good quantity, didn't we? Gosh, they work so nicely.
They really do. They really do. But I do love that pink hue. That is gorgeous in the rhodonite. Really lovely.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when we do those strands of opaque ruby.
Yes, yeah, it's got that same sort of richness, doesn't it? That almost purpley.
Yeah, purpley pink.
Yeah.
Pink red.
It's really, they're really, really gorgeous.
Isn't it?
Do you know, I can imagine them teamed with sort of crystals and being quite dressy, but I can also imagine them with hemp cord and, you know, leather and quite, you know, coarse fabrics.
Yeah.
I think they'd work. Very versatile, I think.
They're going to balance it out beautifully.
Yeah. Really lovely.
And if you do love reds and blues together, which I absolutely do, I wouldn't necessarily use all the blues, but I might well be using actually a little selection of them together. I don't know what it is about red and blue, because in colour theory there actually is no sense to it. I always say, and I genuinely do believe it's because of taps, because you have a hot tap and a cold tap, and so I'm used to seeing red and blue together. That's why I really like it. I don't know if it's actually that.
And it's you know, the colour of our Union Jack.
Okay, yours makes much more sense. How have I never thought that?
But that particular red, because it's purple, it's got a lot of blue in it, so it would work really well.
Pairs
with
up
blue.
nicely, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
If you're looking at this and going, wow, I really love this. I love the idea of it with cord, but you know, it deserves something a bit extra. What about with tonight's must-have? I've got this sterling silver slider bracelet, your product of the year, but it's coming with some friends. It's coming with 18-inch chains, 20-inch chain, and 1 meter chains in sterling silver. So all of that is to come, but just one of them sorted. I love it. I think it's just divine. One of those in the centre. Why not? It's the colour of love as well, isn't it? Okay, let's go and get for you. Oh.
Ooh, they're nice.
Well, I have not seen this in this colour. I've seen green terra jasper, red terra jasper, pink terra jasper, blue terra jasper. I genuinely do not think I've seen black terra jasper, but I really like it. It's that kind of twist on the monochrome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really lovely. And we've had that lovely artist jasper recently, you know, with the charcoal sort of marking. So it's like an opposite almost to that. They'd look great together.
That's a great comparison.
They would really look good together.
6 mil, one price. £3.95. £3.95 for you. This is going to be one of those additions that you want in your collection because it's a black and grey gemstone, so it's really easy to wear. It goes with everything. I think monochrome sometimes quite stark, quite harsh, and it's maybe not that great for, you know, different skin tones. Just realised I've still got hair bubble around my wrist. I will take it off. I remember when I worked on the cruise ships, I used to always walk around with a hair bubble around your wrist because, you know, you're in a kerfuffle and you know, never know when you're going to need to tie your hair up. I remember this photographer used to ping it against my wrist. He used to do that. He used to go ping. And I'd, no, it wasn't like childhood flirting, no. No, he just used to do it. He used to be like, oh, that'll leave a mark, it's not good for you. And do you know what? Point proven. I have got a mark on my wrist now, but it will go away because that's science. £3.95, 60 carats worth you've got with these ones. Oh my gosh. Would you go twisty chain? Or would you go more... I love this necklace chain. I haven't seen this one in ages. Simplistic chain. It's been ages since we've seen a necklace chain that you can actually turn into a charm necklace. You know, we've had loads more chains where you can put things over the top of the entire chain as opposed to through the individual links. This bundle, coming up at 8, has got both of them for you. £3.95 for you. There are so many more bundles, there are so many more deals. £3.95 is your opportunity on these ones. If you like them, do ensure you're going to grab them ASAP because very busy this evening. Okie pokey, I've got so much to fit in. Oh, this is nice. This has got real, I don't know, it's kind of the kind of colours you'd see in Cornwall, the kind of colours you see in Devon, actually quite quintessential of colours in the Lake District, which is where I grew up a lot of my life. It's those wonderful colours that you've got of Mother Nature just expanding in these vast vistas that she creates. Because when you look, say, I don't know, at a canopy of a forest or a selection of fields, there's never just one flat colour. There's these tonal shifts, these nuances of hues that make up your landscape, your vista, and you've got it in this strand. Perfect for your trees of life, perfect for your, you know, sort of bouquets, perfect for hair wear as well, but great, I think, to paint a picture with gemstones in jewellery. 290 carats worth in total. It's nearly a metre's worth on the strand, not a million miles away anyway, 86 centimetres. And tonight, we're going to do for you, get this party started, £2.95. Now, tonight is not about clearance, it's about bringing you a little bit of something for everyone. I've got high-end gemstones, I've got brilliant bargain bundles, and I've got bargainacious strands like this. So grab whatever you want in whatever quantity you want. Remembering that postage packaging is a one-off. And I always think it's important to remind you, if you are brand new, if you are welcome, thank you for joining us tonight. My name's Becky. This is Michael. Hiya, Michael.
Hi.
You all right, Michael?
I'm grand, thank
I'm
you.
grand. This is my producer, B. Diddy, and my director, Kerry. Hiya, ladies. Hello. Is Floor Guy around there? No, he's not, he's not. But yes, that is our team. We've also got the wonderful Gemma Crow as well with us and making up a storm. She's currently working on some little bits of demo for you. If you are brand new, even if you just bought this, and that was it, you would get 2 free strands with your first order. And remember, it's free to join. There's no joining fee. Even if you call on phone or if you do it online, there's no extra charge at that. So just give us a go, because strands like that are really cool, especially when you get the 2 free ones as well. Okay, should we do it? Let's bring to you the ones I know you've all had your peepers on. The sparkle, the shine on these are elaborate. Get ready to be whisked away to a magical fairy dell. Star by. This is a druzy and a half. Oh my goodness. This is PART, why not? This is unicorn dancing fairy wing fluttering, Pegasus flank, sparkle, shine, magic.
Yes.
I can't get enough of this. Do you know what it reminds me of? Those sequins, I forgot what they're called, but the sequins that they're on certain designs and you can brush them each way and they change colour.
I know.
They are magical, aren't they? Oh my gosh, they're so much fun. Do you remember when we, were doing Druzy and we used to do individual ones?
Yeah.
And then we did sets of 3, didn't we?
Yeah, I remember the launch of Druzy. I remember, they looked like little fruit pastels. They were tiny, weren't they?
Yeah, minuscule.
It was like £30 each.
Yeah, for a little one. Yeah, that was it. And they flew.
Yeah.
Oh, they flew out the
'cause
door.
they're beautiful.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
I love that we're bringing to you now, not just the rounds, which we kind of started off doing. I don't mean 3D rounds, I mean coins, let's say. I love that we're now bringing to you the beauty and the boldness of these, which means you can do cerulean around the outside of them, you can use these in your soutache, that is the word I was looking for. Gemma, I love when you read my mind. It's one of my favourite things about you. You do it all the time. It's fab.
Shibori.
Yes, shibori, your soutache, your cerulean. You can use these for so much. And they're exciting. They're interesting. Let's talk again about when these launched. The smaller coins that flew out the door. Looking at around about the £29 to £35 mark each. Yeah. The quality for me is just the same as it always has been. Fantastic. The boldness and drama for me has actually improved. These are much larger than the old ones. They are therefore more drama-filled, more statement. And also the price. The price has most certainly improved. So if I've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 on this strand, because I'm holding one. If I were to do these at £30 each, well, be a bit much, wouldn't it? I mean, it wouldn't really, because they're so captivating, it wouldn't really, but I don't know, I'd have to spend the end of the month living off beans on toast. £7.95 is this evening's deal. OTRU05 is your code. If you like anything you see, make sure you're getting on quick in it, because we've had loads of people just diving in on these, and I love that about you. You're diving in, you're checking it out, which again I adore. It means that I don't have to keep reminding you to check it out. And the only reason we always remind you to check it out, well, it's a couple of things really. It's first off because sometimes if we sell out of things and we haven't reminded you to check it out because you maybe don't know how low in stock things are, you can obviously understandably get a bit annoyed. But also it's great because it means that we know how many we've got for people to buy, over the phone or whatever. So if you do want to grab it, now is your chance. £7.95. Let's put it with something else a bit loud. Ooh. Let's put it with something now a little bit more, let's say, well, not necessarily relaxed, because I've got a lot of boldness to it, but still. In fact, let me just pick this up. The aquamarine. Any of those take your fancy? Oh my goodness, and the bundles tonight are madness.
Lapis.
Oh, lapis lazuli is a nice idea. How would you use the lapis with it?
Well, you could actually surround. You could actually use sort of the cubes might surround them quite nicely,
That is a very cool idea. Yeah, I would never have thought of that.
It's quite, I think, yeah, you could play with that. I think you could make that work,
I love that idea. Gosh, that's gorgeous. Do you know what else it'd look nice too in, even if you are just brand new, it'd look lovely if you just wanted to pair this with one on a chain. You don't have to go OTT, do you?
Well, yeah.
I know we keep mentioning all of these, big and exciting mediums, but you could just do that. I've got so much more to come for you this evening. I've got these Jasper coins coming up straight after the break. I've then got some ovals. I've then got some rondelles. I've also got coming up for you the kit. Now, this kit is so exciting and beautiful and fun and wearable. It's going to add colour to your wardrobe without being too over the top, if that makes sense. You'll see what I mean when we go to it. It's a huge discount on that as well. I've got Tibetan turquoise coming up. I've got fluorite coming up. I've got more aquamarine coming up. I've got sterling silver coming up. I've got Gemma Crow coming up. Basically, I've got loads coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Hello lovely jewellery makers, I just wanted to send you a quick message to make sure that you tune in this coming Tuesday at 11 o'clock. We have a huge collector's opportunity. Wonderful colour change garnet is happening as your deal of the day. This is an exceptional strand, it's got amazing amounts of brilliance and most importantly a prominence of those two colours. So make sure you're with me, it's happening at 11 o'clock as your deal of the day.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Are you new to JewelleryMaker? For a limited time, we're offering new customers a wonderful free gift. The free gift includes 2 beautiful genuine gemstone strands in an organza bag. As long as you qualify as a new customer and haven't shopped with us before, then your free gift will be automatically added to your order when you make your first purchase. It's really that simple. Gemstone strands are selected at random, so gemstone size, colour and type will vary for each new customer. Why stop there? Once you receive your gemstones, we'd love to see what you create. Share your designs with us via our Facebook page and join our creative community of jewellery makers. Start your jewellery making journey with us today. Create, wear, share.
We are here this evening bringing to you a strand that we have had so many people messaging in about. It's brand new for me, it may well be for you too. It is a strand of gemstone we've seen before, a gemstone we've loved before, a gemstone that we've appreciated before. But I love that we're doing it in coins because it's like being able to see a full canvas.
Yes.
It's like when you look at a canvas, you don't just look at the corners of the canvas, do you? You know what I mean? You don't, do you? You don't go to an art gallery and there's a big canvas here and you just stand at the side like, yeah. You don't do that. You might, but on this, with this, the canvas is fully there for you to appreciate. I mean, imagine you can enjoy the canvas sides even. You can, because they're quite 3D. But the main sort of visual on this is really big and bold. And it is like artwork on, you guessed it, a canvas, isn't it?
It is.
It's artwork on a canvas. It's beautiful. I love it.
It is absolutely beautiful. It
Isn't
really
it?
is, yeah, it really is. It's like mosaics. It reminds me of Gowders Park, that's what I say every time I see it. I've got loads to pick up upstairs. It wasn't in the other day.
No.
Yeah, I bought loads.
Why have you bought loads?
Because it's just gorgeous and I can put it with any colour.
Yeah.
So I probably won't mix the gems. I'll probably just strand all the different shapes and sizes I've got. But it means I can wear it with anything I put on. So, you know, it's just gorgeous. It's got all your summer colours. It's got the oranges and those greens and blues and turquoises and pinks. It's got everything you want.
And you can't say fairer than that, because, as you say, because it's got a little bit of something of everything, it's going to go with a little bit of something for everything.
Yeah.
And I love that you could... I've got loads of dresses that have like little sort of details on them. They're not necessarily really big, bold, obvious patterns. They're kind of little specks and flashes and maybe colour in the design. This is going to work with that, but it's also going to work with my big, bold outfits. It's going to work with my little black dresses.
Yeah.
It's going to work on top of a nice, you know, t-shirt as well, actually, isn't it?
Also, for you know, we're thinking summer. I mean, my head's in summer already.
Oh,
especially
good,
the
me
last
too.
few sunny days, been lovely. But just thinking about winter, your winter wear as well. You know, if you just got your drab sort of black or grey jumpers on, which is what I tend to live in the winter.
Yeah.
This is going to brighten it up as well, isn't it? And it's bold enough to go on top of your jumpers. You know, it's just gorgeous. Love it.
Especially with that shape.
Yep.
It's beautiful, it's big, it's bold, it's 220 carats worth, and today, $14.95. Which for the size of these and the artwork of these is fantastic, but it's not your price. It's not. Tonight is all about bringing you the goodies, getting you ready for your weekend. If you can't treat yourself on a Friday night, when can you? So treat yourself right now. We are going to take this under 10 for you tonight. £14.95. We're going under 10. We're pressing the button, we're doing it. £9.95 for these beautiful, intense pieces of artwork, which are just so interesting, so exciting, so captivating, I think, and they really are like looking at art. You want to keep moving them, you want to keep seeing them, you want to appreciate the individuality on this beautiful coin canvas, don't you? It's stunning. I just adore them. You don't want to stop looking at them.
No. They're all so individually, you know, gorgeous.
Yeah.
So they'd be great for rings as well, wouldn't you? Thinking of it like
great.
that. Because, I mean, I don't know how you'd choose which one you'd have as a ring. But, you know, it'd be really...
One on each finger?
Yeah.
Like
and cufflinks. Great for cufflinks as well, wouldn't they?
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Really nice for little cufflinks.
Just thinking, if you did cufflinks, this is the top.
Yes. And that pop through the buttonhole.
And these is the buttonhole pop through.
Yeah.
Because you need one to be able to go through and one to not.
Yeah.
I've got this coming up in just a few tickety-boos, not long at all. That'd work nicely.
Very nice.
They are, aren't they? I think you've got something really interesting here, especially if you wanted to do like flip reverse jewellery. Flip reverse it. Isn't that a song?
Yeah.
What is it? I want to see you. What song is that? Oh yeah, flip reverse it. Gosh. I've not heard that song in ages. Blazing Squad, was it?
Yeah.
Gosh, cool. Anyway.
That's why I don't know it. I'm not too cool for that.
Whatever. We've all seen the album and you can't. £9.95 for you today on these ones. Remember though, come 8 o'clock, it will go back up in price. How did you know it was Blazing Squad?
Blazing Squad.
Blazing Squad. Well, I never.
They're like 25 of them or something.
In Blazing Squad?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know. I honestly don't.
I know whoever sung 21 Seconds. I've got 21 seconds to go. There was like 30 in that band, wasn't there? Was that Blazing Squad? No, I don't think it was. No.
No, that I know that one. I'll tell you in a minute.
21 seconds. 21 seconds.
Because I have to filter through my memory bank.
She has to go into her mind palace and find the right room. Ovals, did you say? Yeah.
Oh,
so solid crew it was. So solid
there was a lot of
crew.
them. But they were like a collaboration. There are lots of individual
That's true.
groups, and they would collaborate at different times for different things.
Gosh, you know a lot about them, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, I never.
Far cooler than Blazing Squad, I'll point out.
What we've got for you here now is your ovals. Yes, ovals. Not just ovals as in, gosh, that's a lot of ovals on the strand. Oh no, ovals is now the new canvas, isn't it? Not just, oh, that's a lot of ovals on that strand of ovals. I mean ovals as in 2 strands worth. You have got here your double trouble of your elongated rounds. I am bringing to you 118 carats on each of these strands. Now these ones are definitely a little bit different because they are obviously elongated, so they're going to give you a bit more of the separation maybe in between your spaces or your gemstones or your knots, whatever you decide to put these with. I think you've got some really, oh, actually twisting them together, they sit really nicely side by side. Oh, that could be a design.
They do, don't
that
they?
Could be a design.
Look at that,
So
like brickwork, like
yeah,
a
it is.
tessellated. Yeah, very nice.
Ooh, like that a lot.
So that was just twisting them.
Yeah, literally just twisting them.
Very good, that's interesting.
I like the way that sits. That just makes them a little bit different. I am bringing to you double trouble, so yes, you get 2 strands. £25.90. I like it. Do you like it, Michael?
I love it.
Do you? Ooh, okay. Sorry, it always surprises me when people who aren't northern talk northern to me. It shocks me a bit and I like it. A bit like Vicky when that balloon popped in the studio before, bless her. £25.90. Not today though. You ready for this? We're doing a double trouble deal. That, by the way, is your price point that they should be both together. That is the price point that if we were to do these at our web price, they would be. So basically already a great price. $14.95 though is now your price, and if you love these colours, Gemma Crow's kits are gonna go fan-dabby-dozily with this. That beautiful kit that I'm gonna do in just a few moments is gonna be fantastic to go alongside it. £14.95, I think that works so beautifully. As I said, twisted it together, but with the very beautiful colours in your kit, I think it's gonna work nice as well.
Should just hold them up. Ooh, look.
That works.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Definitely.
They work, don't they? £14.95 is your deal on these ones, and that is for both of them. Let me just show you it with the rounds.
I don't know if you agree, but I feel that the rounds and the round shapes sit nicer when they're higher on the neckline, so more of a 16-inch, and then the ovals sit nicer when they're longer, so more like your 24, 26-inch necklaces.
Isn't that interesting that you would say that, because you might just, you know, expect these to kind of work in the same way, but they genuinely don't. And yeah, I can understand that. They sit very comfortably, the coins, don't they?
I think the ovals will sit comfortably too. I just think the rounds won't sit as nicely if you had a longer length necklace. But the ovals, because they're that elongated shape, I suppose.
Yeah, it kind of
suited
works
to a more linear design. Yeah.
And the fact that you've got 2 strands with it would help even more, wouldn't it? Let's add what you need now.
Yeah.
Let's add a double trouble. As I said to you before, more bundles than you can shake a birthday balloon at, and we are giving them to you right here, right now. You have got these beautiful...
I shook a birthday.
Oh, you did. Oh yeah, no, I like that. These ones quite good just to do your makeup in, actually, aren't they? They are so high shine. Anyway, you have got 2 strands here. It's your double troubles. These ones, did you manage to get these ones in your mega purchase of this gemstone?
I don't know. I can't remember.
You bought that many?
I think I grabbed whatever there was.
Yeah, whatever was left over.
Yeah, and I literally had to run out of the studio and do it and then run back in, so I can't actually remember what I bought.
Fast and Furious. This is going to have to be a Fast and Furious one as well, because if you imagine we bought 200 of these in, because we've doubled them up, it means we only actually have 100 in quantity. £19.90 is your should-be price. So, of course, they would work out £9.95 per strand. £9.95 per strand is fantastic. But we're about to make it even better. So let's do it. Not £9.95 each, therefore £19.90. Actually just £12.95. Now no longer £9.95 each, of course. £12.95, £6.48 approximately now you're looking at. I think, again, for the amount of gemstones you're getting and for the workability of these as spacers.
Yeah.
In designs. Also the fact that they're a smooth rondelle. We don't see smooth rondelles often.
Yeah, they're a lovely shape. They'd be great. I think they'd be great for bracelets, like stacking bracelets up.
Lovely.
You know.
They're still very much in trend for 2019. Tibetan turquoise coming up, don't forget. Oh, actually, even with something a little bit more genteel and subdued, such as your fluorite, I think they work quite nicely.
I think just there's so many colours in there, you can really... You know, really, it's not much limit to what you can put them
pair it with. No, you're completely right. So much to come for you this evening. There truly, truly is. I've got so many bundles. I've got incredible kits, and I'm going to dive into one with a make in just a minute. So final chance now on this at £12.95. Let me just show you these strands in there.
Yeah. They'd be great as spaces, wouldn't they? The texture's really nice together as well. I think if these were clear agates, you know, shiny, they probably wouldn't work quite so well. But that frosting sort of
mutes them a little
colour
bit.
down, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they'd look great with the green agate too.
Yeah, I'm sure that.
I love that.
I love this. It's like a translucent jadeite.
It is absolutely gorgeous. Love it.
Stunning.
Yeah.
So, these kits, this kit that you've got your hands on right here is so unusual, and I really like that about it. It's got a touch of the old school kit about it.
It has, yeah. And it was nice actually because I went back to sort of old techniques, which was really nice.
That's
really,
lovely.
really nice. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Like a refresher.
Yeah, it's like going back to see an old friend. It was lovely. Yeah.
That's a nice way of putting it. And why were these and why are these like old friends for you? What is it about strands like this that you enjoy working with?
Well, I think just that they are what they are. They're you know, their rounds are really lovely to work with anyway because they're so simple. They are friendly, aren't they? I think that, but they are.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
It's easy to work with, and they make jewellery that you recognise as jewellery. You know, you instantly feel. You see, if you imagine a beaded necklace, you imagine round beads, don't you?
You're right.
And so it's like comfortable.
Yeah.
So there's that, and the fact that there's these lovely colours. I mean, I've never had the frosted, this sort of frosted feel before to agates, and I really, really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. I loved how tactile they are. I like how they sound when they knock against one another. I love how they just make the colours a little bit more subtle. Just really lovely.
And I genuinely, if someone said to me, oh, you know, if we don't polish it up as much, then the colour is slightly more muted, I think, well, how does that even work? It's not until you see it and you feel it and you touch it and you, well, as we're seeing here in your jewellery, see it against the metal, it genuinely does. It makes it a little bit less in your face, but I suppose it's like having a mirror shine to something.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit more OTC. These are just slightly muted, but still with their character.
It's like a satin, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a satin finish.
Yeah.
I think actually it condenses the colour into the gem, but because there's nothing bouncing off it, so there's no mirror-like shine to it, so maybe you just see the colour more than you see the shine.
The shine. Yeah, no, you're right, actually.
So it's an interesting feel, but the fact that it starts that conversation with yourself when you're designing is fantastic for your creativity. It's just a great conversation to have with yourself.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it. Already people are checking out on this, and we've only seen a couple of pieces of Gem's jewellery. There's so much for you to look at. Already people checking out. So you're getting the 10 mils, obviously. Those are the 260 carats worth on the 10 mils. Your frosted agate, and then you've got the green frosted jasper, and those ones are 8mm, and it's like a frosted jadeite almost. It's this beautiful, serene, easy wear colour, and I love the idea of actually pairing it with jadeite.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think it works so nicely, as you can see on your designs, where you've just put one of kind of the colours, the coloured agates in between, and then you've kept the jasper there as kind of surrounding it, and then you've done some where the jasper is just standalone by itself. It's a real nice mix of a gemstone, I think, that you've got there. So those, again, 10mm, 8mm, already people checking out on this, so we'll just fire through it a little bit more rapido, if you don't mind. I have got 10 metres worth of your 0.8 in here, which is a brilliant one to have in your collection, because it's kind of a bit of an in-betweener, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's great for creating structure, but it's also, you know, narrow enough to use as earring findings, etc. So yeah, it's a great gauge to have. You're going to have just one, you might as well have a 0.8.
Yeah. It's a lovely sort of one for clasps, rings, necklaces, etc.
Yeah,
You can use it
jump
in each
rings
way.
even, yeah.
We're keeping to the threading pack with a threading pack. So we're doing elastic, beading thread, and your monofilament. Now, if you are brand new, very briefly, elastic does what it says on the tin. It's a stretchy jewellery elastic. Your beading thread is kind of wire with a coating over the top, real nice fluidity. And this is your monofilament, ultra strong, ultra clear, almost like a fishing wire, very good for threading even more of your, bigger gemstones. And then we've got the star charms, which are super cute. These ones that you've got, you are going to be getting 10 of them. They are genuine gold that you've got over the top of the base metal here, and they're a 12mm in size. Got that little loop at the top. I love the way that you've worked with these. You've done some real sort of clusters with them in your designs. But also, you know, again, kept them sort of quite individual to really let them sing. Could you stamp into these things?
Yeah, you could. You know, and I
Nice,
considered doing that, and then one thing and another, and I didn't. But I wondered about stamping initials in.
Yeah.
So like, there's 3 there. I was thinking about stamping my brother's 3 children's initials in, or something like that.
That's an adorable idea.
You could definitely do that.
That's a really lovely idea. So, as a reminder, because this is already going out the door, you are getting 10 metres worth of your wire, you are getting 6 metres worth of your elastic, you are getting 80 metres worth of your monofilament, you're also getting 50 metres of your bead and thread, you're then getting a 10mm and an 8mm coming through on the gemstones, and you're getting 10 of those gold-plated stars. Wow. We're about to give you a very, very good price drop indeed. I do just want to let you know, this is a massive price drop. Right, let's do it. We are giving you the opportunity right now to get your hands on this for just £19.95, which for me, the gemstones alone, very good price actually. If this one was a tenner and that one was £9.95, well, or if they were £9.95 each, you know, I'd be snapping them up actually.
Yeah.
For me, I'm getting a 3 threading pack, which we always go through. I'm getting free 10 metres of wire, and I'm getting free, you know, lovely stars that I've not seen before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great value. I mean, it's nearly half price, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a brilliant price. And you know, you've got so much variety. I mean, you can see I've added some chain, and did I add anything else? So the ear wires I made, and the jump rings I made. I think maybe a couple of spacer beads, 1 or 2 gold spacer beads, and some chain. And that's all I've added. So
that's it.
There's a lot of jewellery there.
I've worked out, I did work out before I was looking through my notes, 47% discount that is, approximately.
It's massive.
That's a really
Massive
big discount,
yeah.
Considering that our prices, I think anyway, are already really good.
Yeah, and do you know, it's a great kit to start with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you've got a bit of everything. You've got a bit of wire there to try some wire stuff out.
Yeah.
You've got your threading pack and a few different sizes. Yeah.
And we're going to have a demonstration now that you can follow along. Remember, if you are brand new, there's no joining fee. It's quick and simple, and genuinely, it's not one of these where you like have to, you know, ring the call centre and then they email you a code that you then have to run through the website to double check, and then you have to set a password and all this malarkey. It's done in moments. It's dead quick and easy, and you do get 2 genuine gemstone strands for free. If you've never bought from us before, why not give it a go tonight? It's a Friday. It's the start of a brand new month. Yeah. Do something a bit different. £19.95 for you. Let's get making, shall we, lovely lady? So.
Hey. Wow, it's quite exciting actually, because I'm going to do a demonstration with beading thread.
That's been
so
ages.
Long. So yeah, when I first started, nearly 8 years ago, that beading thread was my medium.
Yeah, because you did the DVD Adventures with beading thread, didn't you?
So you know, it's actually a fantastic and very underestimated medium. So it's not just for putting gemstones on, you can actually use it quite structurally as well, and it holds its shape really nicely. So I'll just show you one little thing, and it's the necklace with the zigzaggy wires there, multi-strands. So it's, you know, it's a nice starter technique, but it's making the most of your beading thread. Okay,
which is useful, because remember, you're getting 50 metres worth, so why not?
So I haven't brought the right colour finding pack with me, but I've got some bits and pieces here, so I'm just going
to get them up for you, right?
Show you how to get started. So I'm going to use a clasp at one end. So what I've got here is 3 strands of beading thread.
Okay.
And what I want is I actually want a 6-strand necklace. So what I've done is I've made double the length I need. So if you're going to make it, let's say you're making a 20-inch necklace, so you'll cut 3 40-inch lengths.
Got you.
And then you'll want to add on maybe 3 extra inches to that. So 3 46-inch lengths, so that you've got enough to go through your findings and make your crimping that I'm going to do on the wire, and you still end up with a 20-inch necklace, okay? So you just add in a little bit extra.
Got you.
And I'm folding it in half, and the reason I'm folding it in half is just because it allows me to have a really nice, neat finish for my clasp, okay? So I'm going to thread my 3 ends through one of my clasps, a clasp of your choice, and I thread that down to what would be the centre of that 43 or 46-inch thread that you've cut. Okay, so then you bring all of the strands together. So you've got 6 strands together now, and I'm going to take all 6 strands through a crimp bead. Okay, now a crimp tube or a crimp bead is just a little tube of metal that you squash around the beading thread, and it helps hold it in place. Okay, so we thread that on, and it gives me that nice neat finish there at the end. And I'm going to take my flat nose pliers and give it a squish.
And we've not pushed that up right next to it, have you?
No, I don't do it too tight, because you want this to be able to move a little bit. Otherwise, it puts a lot of wear on the thread. Otherwise,
yeah, it makes it quite uncomfortable sometimes as well.
It
Because it can't move.
It can, yeah, and harder to do up. So that's crimped in place there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate this beading thread. So beading thread, this one is a 0.38 gauge, so that's how wide it is. But within there, believe it or not, there's about, I'm not sure in this one, but I think there's about 8 strands of wire, which is hard to believe. They're hair-like, you know, they're even finer than a hair. There's about 8 strands, they're all twisted together, which means it's really strong, so, you know, it won't break under pressure or under tension. But it also means, because it's wire, we can manipulate it and crimp it and change its shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our flat nose pliers, and I'm going to do a few strands at a time, because I don't want them uniform. So I'm going to do a few strands at a time, and I'm going to take my flat nose pliers against the wire here, and I'm going to push down with it with my finger, so I get this bend. And then I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do this quite randomly down the lengths of the strands.
Oh, so you're not sort of measuring out a width of a tooth or whatever? Tooth? What do you call them?
A width or a tooth, I don't use it.
No, what do you call the jaw? Sorry, you're not doing like a width of a jaw. I knew it was something to do with the mouth region.
No, keep it sort of random, but always make sure you go backwards and forwards. Okay, so you get this zigzag.
Can I ask you how much you're sort of pushing that against it? Okay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm holding firmly. So you're holding with your dominant hand, and you're holding it into the jaws, and then with my finger I'm pushing against the pliers. I am pushing firmly. Yeah. But it's the right. You have to push against the jaws to get that sort of sharp bend in it. If I just did this and just pulled it, you're not going to get.
It's not as sharp, is it?
It's not as sharp. We want that sharp zigzag. Yeah. Okay. So hold and push, hold and push. Oh, wrong way. Hold and push, and do it like that. Okay. And then we do the others. So I'm just going to. You can sort of do them randomly, a couple at a time, or if you want to, you can do all of them at the same time. Just make sure you stagger the strands. So have some shorter, some longer.
Okay.
So that when you let them go, they all
don't sit.
Yeah, we don't want them perfectly lined up, you know. So just make sure every now and again you sort of separate them and give them a bit of space.
Okay.
Okay. So crimping these all the way along. Okay, so we get this nice texture. Now, if you do, the more of this you do, the nicer and fuller a texture you get. You know, you can get quite a big. You can see how that is sort of changed completely. Yeah. The style of the piece already before you've even put any beads on. I mean, that's quite nice on its own if you had lots of those together.
Yeah, like a bracelet.
Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to put my beads in. So I'm using my macrame board here just to hold the thread while I use it, and I'm going to split them up so I can get to each strand individually. Okay. And then I'm going to take my beads. So I don't want to start all the way at the back of the neckline. So I'm just going to sort of start maybe an inch or so away from where the clasp is. And I'm going to thread one of my gemstones onto 2 of the threads. Okay. And then I'm going to take one of those threads that I've already used and team it with another thread. Okay, it doesn't matter which one, just team it with another. So what that's going to do is when I thread a bead on here, so if I take a blue, thread a bead on here, it's going to trap this one. It can't move further down than the blue, and this is how you get them to stay in place. So there's those ones there. I'm going to use 2 individually here. So I'm going to use.
So they've got no
orange.
gemstones on now.
No, not yet. No. If I kept doing that, I'd end up with them all in together at some point.
All be,
so I'm just going to
that makes
stagger
sense.
them a little bit. And what I'll do is I use this one and this one together now. And there, you probably will come across a pattern as you go, but you keep it random. You know, keep it random. Otherwise, you'll end up with more of a plait with gems on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
I know what you mean.
So this one, now if I'm looking at this, I need to incorporate this thread here and this thread here, because they're the 2 earliest stones put on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to incorporate those 2 and find another gemstone, which I haven't used a purple yet, so I'm going to pop a purple on.
So it doesn't matter that that's kind of one of them's your outside strands and one of them's another outside strand.
I would. We're laying it out like this, and it's quite flat.
Yeah.
But actually, I would attempt for it to be more circular than flat, because I could go these 2, then these 2, then these 2, and then these 2, then and do that, and I'd end up with this flat sort of design, more like a flat Kumihimo braid.
Yeah, I get you.
But actually, I would encourage you to take them from the sides and bring them together so that you get the threads overlapping the gemstones, and
it makes it look a bit more tussled.
Yes, yeah. So we don't want it too uniform. But basically, this is how you keep going. You just keep threading your gems, taking 2 wires at a time and threading them on. Now, something else I've added in addition, just for a flash of sort of metallic in there, and also to help you space your gems out. I've made a gizmo coil. So I've used a small mandrel, and if you've never gizmoed before, you take your wire and you attach it around. This is the mandrel, so you wrap it around the handle here, and then you get a little sort of vise or a little handle here that you, I don't know what you call this bit actually, like a bracket.
Yeah.
That you thread your mandrel through, and then you hold the wire taut against that bracket and turn the handle, and you get these perfect sort of spirals. Okay. So what I did is I made a whole long length of this, and then snipped it into little tubes, and then used them as beads. So if I've got one here, and I just snip maybe 1.5 centimetres or 1/2 inch-ish, just snip a little section, and instead
Did you measure these ones?
No, I didn't. I just snipped away. So then I'll take 2 of my strands, whichever 2 I think need a bead on next, and thread that into place. And I did this just quite randomly throughout the piece, okay? And that's it. You just keep building it however you like, and then you come to the other end and you take all 6 strands, and your path. In fact, I'll show you this, because if you're wondering how you get your threads through your clasp and back out the other side.
Yeah.
If you've got ribbon cord ends, you could use a ribbon cord end around the crimp. So literally flatten the crimp over and then use a cord end over.
Yeah.
But if you haven't, I'll just show you what to do. So you take all 6 through the crimp to start with, and they should comfortably go through.
Do you try and do them all at once, or do you do one at a time? Or
Yeah, no, I don't try and get them all through at once. I tend to keep them staggered.
Yeah.
And so I can take 1 through at a time. I've got 2 there the same length. That's the problem. So if I sort of take 1 through and then another, if they're staggered, you can take 1 through at a time.
That is a lot easier, isn't it?
Yeah. Otherwise, you have to get them all lined up and make sure there's no kinks on the end. And
Yeah.
right. So there's 6 through there.
Which is amazing, actually, how big those crimp tubes are.
Yeah, and there's still space in there. So what you would do next is you would take the other end, you'd have a jump ring or a bit of chain for an extender maybe. So you'd thread your jump ring, these through your jump ring.
If you are new, the findings pack's what we're working with like jump ring stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of jump rings, I've got Fleur Hastings, guest designer, on tomorrow morning, just as a reminder before I forget, because I know we've got loads of jump rings.
Okay, so you pop your jump ring on, and you don't need to take all of the threads back through the crimp. So you may get 2 through, which would be ideal. So you take 2 back through, the crimp bead, and only one is necessary, but if you can take 2 through, it'd be doubly secure. Back through the crimp, and you push it through. I'm going to use my pliers to help me pull them through. Right, I've just got 1 through at the moment, but you definitely will get 2 through. It's just a case of persevering, but just to show you, so you get your one through. Which one have I got? There we go.
Got you.
Let me just take this one out of the way for a minute. So you've got your 1 through, and so long as one of them is through and holding on to that jump ring, the other end, you can crimp that down and it will hold them. So as long as they're through the crimp once and one of them doubles back to give you the loop, then that will hold it. So you don't need to take all of them back through, and then you can snip away the extras there. Good. Okay? Yeah, so that's how you'd finish it. So that's it.
I love that design. I love how different it is. I love that it is the use of our brilliant threading material that we don't get to see that often.
Yeah, that's it. It's just something different, isn't it? I mean, that's a nice little bracelet.
That'd be a really nice bracelet.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I just love it. Thank you so much for showing that to us. I think it's a really cool technique, something a little bit different, isn't it? Yeah. We have got so much more to come for you. Remember, 30 minutes, approx.
It's ages since we've had chains.
Yeah. In a bundle especially, and I know the price point we're doing on this bundle. You're getting better than a third off in price, which is astonishing considering that we had a sterling silver weekend not so long ago, and I did a few chains for you, but I did not do a bundle of this size with this type of saving even in a sterling silver weekend. So this is just like a little thank you for tuning in on a Friday evening, you know, thanks for starting your weekend with us. Treat that's going to come for you in a bit. And speaking of treats, don't forget I've got more demonstrations coming up with Gemma Crow. The second kit, really different feel to it, so do keep your eyes peeled for that. What I'm about to bring to you is a very wonderful gemstone story. It's a beautiful gemstone with a real special tale to tell. I always like natural gemstones anyway. I've got nothing really against treatments, but if I had the offer to get a natural gemstone and one that maybe looked the same but was treated, then I would always opt for the natural gemstone, because I like that a gemstone can tell you a story. And that is totally what this gemstone does. This gemstone forms at a point in the Himalayas whereby, because of the shifting in temperature, the water that filtrates through metre after metre after metre after metre after metre through the actual ground, picking up all of these little elements on the way. If this effect happened anywhere else in the world, you would not get this gemstone, because it's because of the very unique ecosystem, if you will, of the Himalayas themselves. This gemstone is incredible quality. I've got a lot of it, therefore we had to make it a star buy. This gemstone, when you think of the likes of the Himalayas, you see this and you'll understand why it is so important to the people that live in that region. In fact, if you want to look at the mining region for this, feel free, take a little look at this. This is the mining region of this gemstone. The picture in the top corner, which has the rainbow over it, is basically the most local town. It's literally a couple of minutes, the actual mine itself, from that region. A lot of the people who live in this area will collect these gemstones and get this mine. But the reason I want you to look at this region is because you have to look at those snow-kissed peaks and imagine, with the changing in the weather, that unique ecosystem and the filtration of the actual rocks, which of course have been there for millions upon millions of years. Due to that filtration and due to the elements that you're just found in the right quantities in that region, it means you get this beautiful, intense, almost mirroring its surrounding area gemstone, your Tibetan turquoise. Now, this turquoise in this region is very special indeed. It's known in the local dialect when you translate it as sky stone, and the reason it's called sky stone is not, as you might think, because it mimics the colour of the sky. It's actually because they believe that it is sent from the heavens. It is given as gifts to children. It is given to gifts to babies, because they believe that everyone should own a piece of the Tibetan turquoise that is from this region, because they believe it's good for them. They believe that it means that they will live a more successful life. It is true deity-like status in this region, and the fact that I'm able to bring to you a really good overall combined carat weight of this exceptional stone is really exciting for me this evening. It's unique, it's individual. The graphics are about to come live. I've got less than 60 though. I do just have to let you know that I've got less than 60. If you wonder what 90 carats worth of your Tibetan turquoise looks like, feast your eyes. Look at the quality and colour on this. I love Tibetan turquoise because to me, this is a different sample, by the way, one you're looking at right there now. I love that with this Tibetan turquoise, you are getting something a bit different. It's not as maybe baby colour, you know, like baby blue, baby pink, etc. It's not maybe as tonally weak, let's say, as that of Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Yet I don't think it's as harsh and as brash maybe as you know, that from other parts of, say, Mexico or America. It's got this beautiful, unique look, this unique perspective. And when you saw that picture of the kind of region of this with those, you know, hilltops and things like that, if you pick out some of the colours in these pictures and some of the textures actually, is it just me or can you see them in here? Because I can, even down to the buildings that have like these flashes of sort of dark oxidised copper. You've even got that in here. I think it's Mother Nature reflecting herself, reflecting the region. They're unique, they're individual, they are formed in a very distinctive manner that is so perfect for this location. And yes, they are very much loved and adored. Can I just let you know that all of that colour is the real deal. The treatment that you have on these is stabilisation. Stabilisation, just to make it very, very, very clear, is because these are going to last. So natural turquoise loses its colour over time. It literally like leaks out basically over time. Even if you keep it in like darkened boxes and you don't wear it, the colour after a time will leave it because of the quality of it. It's a little bit like if you get coral, if you ever found a piece of coral over a few years, the coral loses its colour, doesn't it? It's kind of the same with turquoise. These have been stabilised. That means that colour is now steadfast. It is something that personally, well, that everyone does. If you go and buy something from Bulgari or Tiffany or Boodles or Chopard, if you buy turquoise from there, you want to bet your bottom dollar it's been stabilised, because who wants to give an heirloom piece on that doesn't look as good after 10 years as it did on the first day it was bought? So what we're bringing to you here is lasting beauty from defining locations millions of years old. Let's say I could do for you right now, let's say I could do 50p per carat. I genuinely believe you should be biting my hand off. £19.95 for 90 carats worth. That is way, way, way below what we would ever normally expect on a turquoise like this. For that richness, for that density, for that amount. I mean, these are sizable. These really, truly are. They are decadence amounts. And what an impressive colour. It's not as babyish as some colours. It's not as dark as some colours. It's that beautiful sort of in-between hue. That kind of blue meets green, meets tropical, meets teal. It's a little bit of everything, isn't it?
It is. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think I prefer this turquoise to your Sleeping Beauty and things like that.
Why?
Because I love the texture of it.
Yeah.
And I do love the colours. I like the combinations of colours. I just think it is just really, really beautiful.
It's magical, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I love those sort of coppery colours within, because that is exactly, you know, what I would use them with. I'd use them with with coppers and earthy tones and even wood and things like that to
It's a nice idea.
really make the most of them.
There are so many collectors in on this evening. It's lovely to have you on board. It is definitely one to get your hands on right here, right now. It's so unusual for us to be able to bring this to you, and I do think it's a bit of a defining gemstone. It's unique. It has such a luxurious history. Do feel free to do your research on it, because it is really interesting. I'm almost positive it was around about 1000 BC that these were first given as talismans. So again, you know, it's got a real intense history to it, which I think is beautiful when you get to work with a genuine gemstone.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Absolutely.
It's nice to know you're giving something a bit different. You're giving something that has a story and a history to tell. £19.95 I think is above and beyond spectacular. And can I just show it to you? If you do love texturing your gemstones, this is a star buy coming up for you later in the show. I mean, this is texture and head-turning ability. Head-turningness.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous,
It certainly
isn't
turned
it?
my head when it came in.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous.
That was...
Sorry,
Sorry, that was meant to be Gemma turning her head, although it sounded a bit Magic Mike, if I'm honest. Anyway, £19.95 for you this evening. Well done to you all. Do feel free to grab as many of these as you like. And if you love cabochons, by the way, I've got these ones coming up for you in a little bit too. Very different, yet still a cabochon. So yeah, they're coming up. I've got sunstone silver, I've got aquamarine. And speaking of aquamarine, let me bring you some now.
Ooh.
How much is this?
Wow.
Take away one of those numbers, switch it with a 4. Oh yeah, whack one at the front. Oh wow. Okay. Bead quality, we love.
I love.
Gem quality always feels extra special. Extra special.
This is ridiculous price. That's so pretty.
This isn't even filled. Honestly, you would expect it to be filled, wouldn't you?
Is that natural then? This is amazing.
This for me is a creme de la creme quality of this month's birthstone.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's gorgeous. This glow, this inner beauty, this inner light, referred to as brilliance as a general rule, or sometimes internal luster, depending on who you're talking to. But that glow that you're seeing on the inside, you normally only get it that much in topaz, which will have been treated. This is natural aquamarine. And not just any natural aquamarine, this is from Brazil. You know, when we're talking about Brazil and aquamarine, we're talking about some of the more high-end, sometimes price points, aren't we? We have brought to you aquamarine. We have got a very special deal on this one for you. Wow. Good price.
Yeah. Well, I said put a 1 in front when Becky said earlier the quality of that.
Yeah. Very good price. Especially as we have done some smaller strands of this for sort of the £350-ish mark.
Yeah.
We're not staying there. The price drop you're about to see is a Friday night extravaganza. Let's give you a treat and a half, shall we? Let's do it. £49.95 for these ones at 44 carats. That is outstanding for what you're getting. Should have been £91, but not tonight. I think for the size of these in the centre as well, actually even the one toward the outside. You know, you're looking at a 2x1 here, but they actually look bigger than that to me. But I think because you've got this gorgeous graduation on it, it makes those centralised ones look even more profound, doesn't it?
It does. It definitely does, yeah. They are incredible.
Gosh, let me just show it you with the sterling silver and against the black at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that always amazes me because the clarity on that strand is so amazing, yet it still holds its colour against the dark black ground. It's you know, that always amazes me with aquamarine.
I completely agree with you, especially considering that these are quite large, and sometimes when you get like large aquamarines around the outside, the colour's weaker.
Yeah.
but not with these ones. This is seriously strong stuff. Imagine on your slider bracelet that I'm bringing to you as part of this mega bundle, which is just gonna, oh, it's 15 minutes away, just wait and see. On the likes of this, finish that off, even just with a centimetre's worth.
Yeah.
Just a centimetre, the middle 3 maybe. Or actually, even if I wanted to keep it sort of even, maybe an inch of the smaller ones.
Yeah, I would.
To finish it off. That's astonishing, isn't it? But wait. We're about to give you a very, very special birthday deal. Now this, I think, is gonna knock your socks off. Should have been $91.95. Another price then came in at $49.95. Bear in mind, $91.95. This is going to go back up to that price in 12 hours. £29.95 is actually a close-out deal on this. It's done, it's dusted, just grab it. I have now got 84 only, because people came in when we did that original price drop. I mean, when you take £50 or something, you want to bet your bottom dollar that the bargain hunters are in on it.
Yeah.
But no, for you tonight, this means that not only can the collectors get it, but even those who've maybe never been able to afford high-end gem quality aquamarine such as this can now get their hands on it. £29.95. I think that is such an affordable price point. I truly, truly do. $91.95 we're happy with. You were very happy with.
I was. When I heard the price that Becky was going to drop it to in my ear, and I said you should put a 1 in front of it, so I would have been happy at 91 for that quality. And I've seen a lot of aquamarine, and that is really up there. So, yeah. That's an amazing price.
Totally natural, totally massive, totally beautifully cut, and a fantastic price point at just £29.95. I mean, imagine with the Tibetan turquoise maybe. That could look quite pretty, something a little bit different.
Yeah, maybe that really pale, the really pale one you had it. Oh, wow. Give.
Sorry, I've just gotten some out of box number 6 and that I thought Gemma would like, and you're right, I've completely thrown her off course. Anyway, £29.95 for you. Well done. Okay, I've got to move on because I've got so much more to bring to you.
Nice. Oh wow, is that aquamarine?
Yep. These are. How great.
They must be new. I've never seen these. I've seen anything like these.
I've never seen these in that price. In that price, I don't know what the price is. I've never seen these in this shape.
Oh, love them. I don't know what it is about this shape. I just love it.
It is really good to work with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's like your the ones we did before with the snakeskin jasper.
It is. It's that shape. I think it's because it's quite rope-like. It's just very. I don't know, it's unassuming, but it's, I love it, really love that. That's a great strand.
I love it, it's a great strand. I love that it's got the spaces in between it, because they do that exact thing that you were saying you liked before.
I love the spaces.
They make it go like fan around. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, aquamarine, 290 carats worth, should be. That's ridiculously good. I love it. Oh, joke not. Basically half price is about to come on your screen. For the final 56, £12.95. That is a corker of a deal. We have got more aquamarine to come. I've got nuggets for you, which might work quite nicely. I have got for you big bold whoppers of a gemstone, if you like them. I have also got for you
that, just
Gemma
like that.
Crow. Yeah. Let me show you
Just
that.
like that.
Yeah, I was going to do it that way.
That way, yeah.
Because it's that way in the camera.
Is it?
What do you think?
I need that, so I'm going to pop out in a minute and buy that.
I need that, thank you. That is stunning.
Do you know, I haven't got an aquamarine piece of jewellery.
Really? So this has obviously turned your head enough. Because you need to add this to your collection.
But it's the shape. I love that.
This is going to be a run out. Wow, well done. Okay, I'm moving on. I've got more aquamarine for you now. You are loving that.
I'm loving this.
Touchstone, aren't you? Stunning, isn't it? Got that coming up. Aquamarine, 76 carats worth of your nuggets. A lot more light to these ones if you like that. A little bit more of your baby blues running through, and definitely still a lot of character because of the shape. We have got with these that unique faceted nugget now, I would say, in its shape. So you get that sparkle, you get that shine, but you're also getting that slightly more quirky shape. So if you're someone who doesn't necessarily follow, you know, the gatekeeper per se of it must be brilliant cut, it must be even, it must be symmetrical, you want something different and unique, then this is definitely for you, especially if you love a bargain. In 13. That's your code today, $12.95. It's a drop down deal for you tonight. If you want to grab it, absolutely do so, because there's so much you can do with things like this. Put it with your sterling silver, because let's face it, aquamarine deserves sterling silver if you can, I think.
And it looks fabulous with silver. It
really adds a swing, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
What is that from? Swing.
So it's a Mike Myers-y thing, isn't it?
Is it?
Swing. Yeah.
Oh, I know it's from Wayne's World, Totally Excellent. It's from that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they do it with a funny hip movement, which I won't reenact. Let's. No, you're welcome. Ooh. It's like Santa Maria. Gosh, that's really intense.
It's a lovely colour.
I like that we can prove this with aquamarine, how it is different in hue. So let me just show you in comparison to, say, these ones that I did. It's a really very, very different kind of intensity that you're getting. A little bit more of the depth in on this one, a little bit more of the maybe aqueous as opposed to sky colours on that one. So we're bringing to you your aquamarine. These are your nuggets. If I show you them with my nuggets coming up later. Okay, very affordable, possibly the most affordable aquamarine of the day thus far. £3.95 for aquamarine. It's this month's birthstone. So if you are a March baby, this is your birthstone. £3.95. It's also the stone of Pisces, actually, isn't it? Is it? I was getting confused. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, £3.95 is your shop opportunity on these ones. If you do want to grab them, just remember that if you are purchasing something like this, I think it looks good on screen, but sometimes they can look better in real life, and I think this one does. I think the colour comes through more. If you don't get this home and you don't fully appreciate it, you can send it back for free. £0, you know, like taken away from you. It's not like we just give it to you in a voucher form. If you don't like it, you send it back. It's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Done, dusted, jobs are good, as they say. So if, you know, you don't love it for one reason or another, do feel free to do that. Or if the, I don't know, car breaks down, or if you too have had a harrowing day, just like my floor manager, Tom, has. What just happened to you a mere 7 minutes ago, Tom?
Someone took my Sharpie.
Someone stole his Sharpie. Other pens are available. Oh, no. And where it was in a secret hiding place, correct?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
I found it.
You found it? Good, good. It was a fraught few minutes, but we battled through.
It is. I get a panic when I lose my marker pens.
Do you?
I do, yeah.
They're not cheap though, are they?
I get really irate because I think somebody has pinched it.
Yeah. Do you?
They do, don't they?
Yeah, you're going to have to start putting your names on them.
I do.
Oh, good.
I actually do. I have
I do.
Bits of tape around them with my
You
name
should take
on.
that off though.
Yeah,
Could just be me. But a pack of them or one of these.
Oh.
Actually, would you be able to get a full pack of well-known marker pens?
Two, maybe.
Would you?
Might. Yeah, if you go to a
Would
good
you?
shop. But
These are going to last longer, aren't
I'd
they?
rather have some aquamarine.
Yeah. £3.95. Well done to you all. Oh my goodness, so much more coming up for you. So, coming up in a bit, we're going to have for you this incredible bundle of your sterling silver. This is coming up straight after the break. It's mere mementos away, tantalisingly close. I have also got coming up for you a bonanza deal with Carnelian. Should I just show it to you?
Yeah. If you can.
These ones here. I've also got coming up for you these whoppers, and I've got for you more of your demonstrations, and don't forget the fluoride's coming up. Basically, we've got so much more to come, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a few.
You can watch our Jewellery Maker show every day on our website by clicking the Watch and Buy Online link in the top right-hand corner of our homepage. Did you know no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged one fee of postage and packaging? Select our standard delivery for just $3.95, or if you'd like to receive your goods sooner, upgrade to our premium option for $5.95. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and The Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Feast your eyes. That's a lot of sterling silver.
It is.
Oh, that's a lot. That is a serious quantity of sterling silver. Hello, welcome this afternoon, or this evening even. This evening. Good evening, one and all. It's lovely to be with you. My name is Becky, and the gorgeous lady sat beside me is our guest designer, Gemma Crow. Gemma Crow.
Yes.
Silver. Well, you're wearing silver today.
Yes.
What do you love about sterling silver? Because you were mentioning earlier on, you haven't seen that many chains of late.
I haven't, because I stocked up when we had them on before, and they're such great prices there.
Yeah.
But then your stash whittles down, doesn't it? So it's nice to see it back.
I always think that's a really good point to make about your stash whittling down, because when you buy full necklace chains like this, it's one hit wonder. It's on, you use it, you can't
use it in one go.
Yeah, you use it all and that's that.
Yeah.
So great, I think that not only do we have 3 necklace chains, but also I've got a full meter's worth of chain here.
Yeah.
Which is our continual chain.
Yeah. I like these 1 meter lengths. I generally use it all and have something on either end, and I can wrap it round, or I can do different things with it, or have it as a lariat. So I like getting a meter's worth.
And I think this is a really nice meter's worth too, because by the looks of it, you'd be able to get your featherweight head pins through there, making it very easy to add a clasp on. Don't forget too, though, if you do have a chain that maybe you don't have featherweight head pins and you think, how on earth will I be able to add a clasp to that? Just treat it as if it was a cord. So like Gemma showed us before with the beading crimp, just do a little loop on the end and crimp it, because then you know you can add that on, can't you? Very easy enough to do. You've got a full meter's worth here, but that is not all. You've also got our 2018 Product of the Year winner. Why do you think the slider won? Loads of you in for this, by the way. Do they know the price, B? No. No. Oh, you don't know the price. That's not it. $47.75. Great price. Already a discounted price, mind you.
That's less than
£9.35 per piece.
It's less than £10
off the top
a
of my
piece,
head.
which is amazing.
It's not at all.
I think these were a product of the year, and people love them so much because you can use any medium with them. So anything that you love to work with, whether that's gemstones or macrame or chainmail or seed beading or anything, because you just attach a centerpiece to this, and they fit everybody, and they're very commercial. So like everywhere on the high street, all the jewellers, you're finding these slide-in bracelets. They're very popular. People know them, and when you see them on the high street, you often just trust something more, don't you?
Completely.
Or you know your grandkids are going to like them, or your kids are going to like them, or your niece or your nephew's going to like them, because you know it's in touch.
Yeah,
yeah,
it is. No, totally.
Because I think that is a big thing, isn't it? You make jewellery, you don't know if especially the younger generation, are going to like that jewellery.
You're right.
This, you know they are. It's in the high street. It's what all their friends are buying.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah.
So you get to be the cool auntie or the cool mum or the cool uncle or whatever.
It is my most gifted item.
Oh, really?
The item I've gifted most of, I think, to friends and family is the sliding bracelet.
Well, perfect then, because you're getting the full one in here, and it's got the love heart slider as well, so it's beautiful. I've also got in here for you 2 18-inch chains. So I've got a twist chain. I've got one 18-inch twist chain, but also the 20-inch twist chain. Lovely. Now, 2 inches difference doesn't sound like much, but it makes a very big difference when it comes to chains. 2 inches difference in chains means they're going to sit differently on the neckline. If I just pop these down beside each other, you can see the difference right there. Beautiful, there we go, perfect. Get your mind out the gutter. So you can see big difference there, all in all, and that's just when they're laid flat. Obviously with the drapage of them, when you actually put them along the neckline, then it is going to show even more dramatically. And then I've got your trace chain. Now the trace chain is fandabby-dozy because it's got those spacings in between, so they're actually open links.
Yeah.
We do not get to bring too many chains like this, really, do we?
No, it's surprising really, because trace chain is probably the most standard chain like that you generally buy.
Yeah.
So you know, again, it's popular. You know, it works. It's the one that is the go-to because it's good design. It's strong.
It's strong, it's sturdy, and it means that you can make this into bubble style designs, charm designs. You don't just post on top of the chain, you post through it, meaning as well with chains like that, they're less likely to have a little peekaboo of the clasp running to the front, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. That is a good point, actually. If you can attach it to the actual link, you know it's not going to twist.
Yeah.
So your weight stays where it should. Yeah.
Like your necklace you've got on, in essence.
Yeah.
So, that price point, as we said, not where we're going to stay for you tonight. Oh no! We are bringing to you a meter's worth of chain, a 20-inch chain, an 18-inch chain, an 18-inch trace, and your product of the year, the Slider sterling silver bracelet, for £29.95. Now that, all in all, if I'm being very specific, is a 35.9% discount. Let's round it up by a point of a percent. It's 36% discount on sterling silver. And as I mentioned earlier on, we've seen a percentage increase very recently, literally past couple of weeks, of 1.85% on the price of silver. Now that doesn't sound like much, but remember, it's that, you know, it's not 1.85% for every £1 worth of silver. That's for like a grand's worth of silver. So actually, you know, it's gone up a lot. You have got really loads of you in for this. Well done, bargain hunters. It's fantastic to be able to offer you deals and opportunities like this because, as we said, the sterling silver weekend, we saw loads of sterling silver, but previous to that, I'd seen hardly any chains or let alone meters worth of chains for ages.
No, same here. I haven't stocked up them for a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a great bundle, isn't it?
It's brilliant. I've now got 49 exactly left. 49 available for you right now. Any gemstone, any shape, any size, any medium are going to work beautifully with these. Remember that you know, these are full necklaces, but if you wanted to cut these up, make them into sections for earrings, if you wanted to, you know, take this clasp off, do a different one, you absolutely can. You are the jewellery maker. But what we're bringing to you here is a significant price drop. It really is, especially as, just to let you know, current web price on this slider bracelet, just the slider bracelet alone, current discount deal web price is $14.95 on this one. So I think that just summarises for you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just that is $14.95.
That makes, there's what, £3 each?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like a metre.
Yeah.
And for, you know, the twist design ones, they're usually more expensive maybe than your regular everyday.
I would just have the two twist ones together.
Yeah.
Just have like a layered look, because they move slightly independently of one another.
That's
and,
true.
You know, they look great, I think.
And
Very
they've
simple.
got the, oh gosh, that balloon got very close to my face then. Because they've got that difference in length. I bet this is too long for this, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, the chain's too long for me, bus.
Have one of these.
Oh, yeah, thanks very much.
Got where I was there. Yeah, have a go on that.
Each to their own. You can see how that 2 inches does make a big difference. Does work, doesn't it?
Yeah, looks great together.
Really does. It's beautiful. And that twist detail adds a lot of nice texture, doesn't it?
It does, and the movement of it is lovely. I mean, you're not getting the full on the white background there. You're losing something there. You put it against any skin tone, it's going to jump out, and that every time you move, it's like the light sort of spirals along the chain.
Yeah.
So it looks really wonderful.
You have got a brilliant price point. Well done. Let's say well done to people. Hello to Sabine. Welcome. Good evening. Hi, Lois and Jodie. I've got Valerie in and Lexi. Hello to Edwina. I've got North Yorkshire in. Wendy. I've got Nicola in. I've got Clark in. Clark's a nice name.
Clark is a nice name.
Clark is lovely. How did I not even think about that? Yes, Kerry, of course I can. We've had a request in. Gillian and Karen. There's Michelle and Sharon. There's a Susan and an Yvonne.
Wow.
Come on.
It's beautiful.
Janine and Carol. Yes. Well, welcome. It's lovely to have you all joining us this evening. Clark is a lovely name. I really like that as a person name. You know what I mean?
As a person name.
Yeah, do you know, not like
A budgie.
a budgie.
Not
yeah,
a
or a
budgie.
shop. Oh no, there is a shop called Clark's.
Very famous.
Random though. Oh, well, there's not a shop called Yvonne, is there? There probably is somewhere. Anyway, my point is there's loads of you joining us this evening, and thank you so much for doing so. Just as a quick reminder, Rooney, you have got a 36% price discount on this now. So do grab it whilst you have the opportunity to do so. Yeah, you can now. Yeah, you can. Anyway, £29.95. We're just talking about the happy birthday tune. And back in the day, you wouldn't be allowed to sing it or whatever.
You can now.
But you can now, yeah. Because what do you remember when we used to do like birthday shows? And
You could only do 7.
You could only do 7 seconds of it, so you'd have to we'd have to practice trying to get the whole song in 7 seconds, or just the bit up to someone saying "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, Gemma." Anyway, we're going to break now. We'd be like that. Very odd. Anyway, you can now. £29.95. Oh, the things you have to think about. Right, let's do what is residing underneath your body, your palm.
Oh.
I don't know because I don't know. I honestly, the weirdness just starts and then it's hard to stop.
I don't want to give it back.
You have been clutching onto this for a good half hour or so now. Tell me why.
It's really warm now.
Oh yeah, but I mean, warmed that right up. Tell me what you adore about this, because I obviously handed it to you.
Yeah.
This, by the way, is your Kambaba Jasper. I handed this to you, and you haven't let go of it.
No, well, I love Kambaba Jasper anyway. It is one of my favourite Jaspers. And to have it in this size so you get to see that vast sort of array of the pattern. Because, you know, like you were saying, when you get around, you only see a bit of that at a time.
Yes.
So with this, you've got this huge, absolutely huge slab of it. And you get to see that pattern like you never get to see it usually.
No.
You know, it's a real feast. And the weight of it and the feel of it, it's just absolutely beautiful. I love it.
It's divine.
And I would wear it. I would.
Well, you put it alongside the aquamarine before, didn't you?
I would definitely wear it. I know it's heavy, but I love the weight. I will love the weight of gemstones.
And you know what? That, I think, is a really good point to make about gemstones. That the likes of synthetics and plastics don't give you.
Yeah.
You can get big pieces of plastics or synthetics that look like this, but they don't feel the same. They don't feel as strong, secure, as powerful in a way.
Yeah.
They don't feel as cooling and as connective, do
No,
they?
that's right. They're grounding. I love the weight because it feels like quality, and then you feel grounded by it. I love that.
Yeah. And this, speaking of grounded, well, the fact of the palm stone nature of this, you can't help but feel maybe more connected to it. What do you like about palm stones?
Well, I love the way they feel. I mean, I love the way they feel. Is this class as a palm stone? Is it? It's kind of like a very smooth cabochon, like the edge is rounded off because it's quite flat backed, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's got a little bit of texture around the outside, though, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's just so soothing, just relaxing. I mean, what do we all do? We all get our gemstones out and we all stare at them for ages before we put them away.
Yeah,
if
you're
you
right.
put them away.
Yeah, that's true.
And so this is actually, you're allowed to do that with this one. This one is allowed to stay out on the side.
Completely.
Not make a mess.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's beautiful if you're into mindfulness, if you're into meditation, just because, you know what, even if you're not into that specifically, but now and again you just like to take a little breath and a little moment to yourself, and you just like something that has a tactility to it which is quite calming. This is it, I think. This is it. It's beautiful. You've got 285 full carats worth here of your Kambaba Jasper, unique individual location. The fact of the matter is, at £30 for this really unique individual Jasper that looks almost like sort of an unlocked fortress under the ocean. It's incredible qualities. That's a great price point. We're going to halve it. You ready? We are giving it to you tonight at £14.95. So, along with the aquamarine that you got your hands on before, this is a perfect match pairing, done and dusted for you. I think it's connective, it's interesting, it's intriguing, it's beautiful to wear. You obviously were talking about actually wearing it.
Yeah.
How are you thinking of wearing this? Will you be netting it? Will you be prong setting? Will you glue it onto something?
I probably will glue a bail on, I think, because I would want to keep as much of it able to handle and feel as much of the gem. So not necessarily about the look of it. I mean, I love the idea of bezel setting it onto a piece of copper. I mean, love that idea for style, but actually I want to be able to hold it. So probably I'll use the simplest setting I can so I can still sort of touch it and hold it and feel how smooth it is
and appreciate that beauty of it. And boy, it is beautiful. Happy birthday. Why am I singing it like that? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to our gorgeous, talented, wonderful, kind girl Bex. Oh, happy birthday to you, Mom. No, it's Shazza. Thank you, Shazza. You're so lovely. Thank you very, very much. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I hope you're all having a fantastic evening. Just to let you know, I've got so much more to come for you. Margot's in from Gorgeous 5 saying happy birthday, Becky. Mwah, you're an absolute love. Thank you so much. Mary and Brian, yay. Happy birthday, Becky. I hope you've had a great day so far. Love both of us. That's so nice of you. Thank you so much. Fabulous day. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, I've had loads of fun. And there's been a lot of cake provided, so I'm happy. Let me show it to you alongside this aquamarine, if I may.
That works nicely, actually.
Just a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, Cambaba Jasper is lovely because it's got this. It's monochrome on first glance. Yeah. And then you've got these greens within it. Yeah. But then when you put it with the blues, you can see the blues within it too. So it's quite like that works. That really works. That bluey tone.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think it works quite nicely with the sort of mystical circles and swirls and textures that you actually get within the Cambaba, really, which is partly the reason that when you read into this gemstone, it talks about, obviously, can't say this is scientific, but that it is a very tranquil and peace-giving stone, and it is partly to do with those sort of continuation of the swirls and interest. So the fact that it's a palm stone and the fact that it's half price means you don't have to stress out about the price point you're paying either. £14.95. If you do love your textures and your swirls and your spirals, oh yeah, delicious.
Love this too.
9 p.m. This is coming up for you. Stunning. That's coming up for you in a bit. Also, if you love a bit of texture but you want a bit of colour, this would go great with that first kit.
Look at that.
One mind. Shared.
That's perfect together.
That works from the first kit. Let's bring these ones to you now. These are 20mm, yep, 2 centimetres of your coins. Well done, everyone on the Cambaba. These are just exciting, aren't they? They are so much fun.
They are lovely. They are really lovely. I love the shape. The shape really suits the colour. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? It suits the colour. They're like sweeties.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Aren't they?
I love that noise.
Do you know what? Just doing that, I can imagine them hanging and making a noise like sort of in wind chimes and things.
I love that
wind
idea.
chimes outside.
I love that idea. Oh. Have a little look at each one. They're just so pretty. Would you use them all together? Would you use them apart? Would it depend on your feeling? Would it depend on your outfit? Would it depend on your mood?
I would put them together.
Yeah.
I went to a funeral.
Oh, sorry.
But the colour was, this is a long, long time ago, but the colours, you know, invite, said.
Yes.
Colours.
Love that.
Well,
That's a lot more common now, actually.
Yeah. Well, I actually don't really own very colourful clothes.
No.
Back then I didn't anyway.
No.
But I bought a necklace that was colourful like this, and it reminds me of that. And it maybe should be a sad thought, but actually, whenever I wear that necklace, I think of that person.
Yeah.
So it's actually really lovely.
Oh, that's really nice.
And it's all these colours. So
Yeah.
that's, you know, that's a nice way of injecting colour into a situation maybe where you might not.
May not necessarily reach for it, but actually in those times where you do want optimism and you do want to take the good of it, these are very optimistic and happy colours, I think.
Yeah,
so that's
definitely.
a really good one. £25.95. Is that the closing price, Michael?
I don't think so.
Well, it is, so that's very awkward.
No.
It's not, sweetheart. It's just a look at... I got That
was me.
That's for walloping me with a balloon in the back of the head. £9.95 for you today. That is now your closing price point.
And I can tell you, this was that necklace I bought was plastic, and it was before I made jewellery, so it was going back 10 years.
Yeah.
And and it cost me a lot more than £9.95
For plastic.
for plastic.
It's incredible when you think that, you know, and you can pay that price point very easily for plastics, for synthetics, for copies, but you're not here tonight. You're getting the genuine, real deal. They look lickable. They're delectable colours. They're fruity. They're sweet. They are all of those gorgeous colours that you want to get your hands on. They actually remind me a bit of gin. There's a brand of gin that has these, it's Whitley Neal, that has these bottle colours, and they're all different colours, and they have really random ones like rhubarb flavour, which is a pink bottle. They have a Parma Violet, which is like a purpley bottle. So yeah, I think they work. They're just kind of fun and delicious. So if you do want to grab your hands on them, now you can at just £9.95. So much more to come for you. If you do love colour, I've got plenty more colours to come. Let's do a multicoloured beryl. Star by, is it? No. It's just something here. What price point are we doing, B? Is it on my list? Oh my goodness. Okay. In your mind, be dids, don't tell us. In your mind, be completely honest. You don't have to say it out loud, so don't petrify yourself. But have a price point in your mind for this.
Okay, I got one.
Now you do the same. Because good amount of clarity. And it's faceted.
Those two crack me up.
Kerry and V Diddy are in the gallery.
What's that program?
Cinderella? No.
There's the two little mice, and they talk to each other the whole time.
Pinky in the Brain.
Pinky and Perky.
I don't know.
Chicken Zag.
I just hear them chattering away.
They talk about work.
Yeah.
But it's the way they sort of harmonise our things.
And they talk to each other about the price.
Yeah. V Diddy goes, oh yeah, the price on this. And then they both go, ooh, like a little chorus. That's nicer than I even thought. This is incredible clarity. We love it. You have got lovely colours in here that are very strong indeed, aren't they? Blues.
They are very strong colours, actually.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not like, hey, we're over here. They're like, hello, welcome, we sparkle, we shine, we sometimes are sublime, we work together really well. Graphics are about to come live, and then you're going to see the price. So have you made your mind up on the price? Now that you're online and you can see it, what do you think? Bo, are you 64? That's the code you need to remember. Bo, are you 64? Write it down, just because there is about to be a queue on the phone lines. It's been a busy night all night. We're about to give you a price and a half. What were you thinking, honestly? Who was thinking £44.95? Maybe even higher. Who was thinking £34.95?
I was £39.95.
You were 39.
Yeah.
That's where you were.
Yeah.
And that was just in your own mind, so
Yeah.
you know it wasn't. You weren't under any pressure. Yeah, everyone's just worked it out. Well done, Yorkshire. Well done, Devon. Well done, Suffolk. I've got people with it in their baskets. I've got multi-purchases, and I don't mean you're just buying two of these. Your price point on this today is not £44.95 or £34.95. It's £5.95. £5.95. That's why you got that little ooh when they actually saw it in real life, because
that is shocking.
that is completely undescribably confusing. No, confusing, baffling. Use this with your sterling silver. Finish that slider bracelet off with it. Sell it for what? 40, 50, 60 pounds, depending on where you're selling. The quality of it's incredible. Look at the clarity. And the nice even facet work, and that beautiful intensity of colours, which, mind, is natural. You know, it's not like a heated one. That's incredible, isn't it?
That is incredible. I would never have dreamt it would go that low.
No.
You know, I was worried to say £39.95 out loud.
Right, yeah.
Just in case I was lower than...
Yeah. This hasn't been seen in a year. So just grab it whilst you can, because this is a really, really special opportunity. If you want to grab it, you know what to do. Well done.
Multi-buy, I mean, yeah. That's the perfect
multi-buy central
bracelet for bridesmaids, I think.
Gorgeous idea.
Yeah, because it's like petals. It's like all different flower petals, like confetti.
Oh,
So
that's a lovely
delicate,
way of putting
isn't it?
Yeah. And these colours are so in mind for spring and summer. The muted baby colours are really, really in.
The ice cream shades, they call them, don't they? Like the 50s styling, because that's back in a big way.
Yes, which I love.
These are 50s colours, aren't they?
They really are. They're nice and wearable too. I think sometimes dependent on your skin colour and even your hair colour and eye colour, sometimes there are certain colours that can wash certain people out. I don't think this is going to for anyone, because they're beautifully genteel, and the clarity means that your skin colour or your hair colour, whatever it might be, will shine through, so it balances quite nicely. Loads of you in. Names went off my screen. Hiya, Kim and Christina and Alan. Hello, Alan. I wonder if that's Alan. I think it might be, because it says Greater London. I've got Kelly, I've got Eileen, I've got Beverly. Hi, Yvonne and Stephen and Carol. Hello, Mary and Jean. I'd like to get our different takes on this, please, team. B Diddy has just said, he's my producer. No one else calls her B Diddy, by the way. It's very confusing. You probably think it is just me and Atom Tyres. The reason I call her B Diddy is because she's also a Becky. But it gets very confusing on a team when people call people Becky and yeah, but if someone might go Becky and does that, and then I've no idea what they're talking about, but they're chatting to Becky. I mean, there's more complex moments where that might happen. Yeah, it was worse when you were on floor. Yeah, you're right, but it's just stuck now.
I've only ever met 2 other Gemmas in my life.
No way.
What?
Yeah.
Are you 2 other Gemmas?
Yeah, one was my sister's friend when I was small.
Yeah.
Who I thought. It was odd. That's when I realised I wasn't going to grow out of my name, because I thought when I grew up I would have a different name, because I thought Gemma was a child's name. So I did. So when I met an older person called Gemma, it really threw me. So I did.
Oh.
All right, fair dues. My director, Kerry. See, this is why you don't become friends with people you work with. They know too much about you. Kerry's just said, what are you laughing at? You thought the world was black and white until you were 15. In the olden time, in the olden days, you know when you watch like old videos and films and stuff of the olden days, and you watch black and white films.
So you thought that was what it was like back then?
Yeah, like bricks were grey. And clothes were grey.
You know, you can sort of understand that.
Yeah, and like.
But not until you're 15. That's a bit different.
How old were you when you realised that you could be called Gemma as a grown-up?
About 7.
Oh, okay. No, that does not prove my
6
point.
or 7. But actually, I haven't met and spoken to another Gemma.
That is loopy. Because it seems like quite a common name, but actually I'm trying to think how many Gemmas I know. I think I only know 2. You know a few Gemmas.
I know a few Gemmas, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, probably about 10.
Oh, all right. About 10 Gemmas.
Yeah, all on Facebook.
Share the wealth. That's creepy. I hope your wife's not listening, because it sounded very odd.
There is another Gemma Cry there. She's some sort of athlete.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that. Do you share your name with...
similar.
I share my name with an artist and writer.
Oh.
The exact same name.
Really?
Exact same name. That's pretty clever. Love it. Anyway, the point was, I've got to start by now. What I'm about to bring to you, I've loved tonight's show because there's been loads of bundles and there is more to come. I've also loved it because there've been lots of, some things that are quite luxurious and some things that are bargainacious. What we're about to bring to you now is not going to disappoint. If you want to get your hands on something that you have the opportunity to multi-buy, and I imagine you're going to, this is very different, very unusual. It's your Star Buy. To be honest with you though, I don't actually understand that, because there is 7. Okay. 7 strands, 1 size, whole heap of gemstones.
Yes.
first off, let's chat about, you know, what it's good for when you're dealing with a 6mm round. For anyone who's brand new and making their first order today, you know, they're watching your demonstrations, whatever, they don't know why so many people love a 6mm. Why do you think so, Gem?
Well, a 6mm round is great for using on its own, especially for things like bracelets and earrings. They're just, they're big enough to be noticed, but they're small enough not to get in the way. The other thing that's great about 6mm, they're not so big that you can't cluster them together to make a bigger bead that isn't overwhelming.
I know what
so
you mean.
do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
they're a great size to either use on their own or clustered.
Yeah.
So like if you've got 3 rows together, like in a ladder weave, they make a really lovely size cuff.
Yeah.
Yet you've got 3 lots of beads. Or if you make a beady bead, you get probably about a 16mm bead, which isn't over the top.
No.
So there's not many gems that cross over in that way, not many sizes that cross over in that same
You're right,
way.
actually, completely. Also, let's now chat about the actual gemstones in here, because I'm about to say some names I rarely say. Let me just hold them out for you so you can see them. So, I've got in here, first off I'm going to talk about the blue jasper, because that blue jasper is divine. Blue jasper there, sort of from the bottom, third one up, you've got almost this soda-like finish to it, but you can tell that it's jasper because it's kind of to do with the diffusion of light, well, the diffusion of colour, if that makes sense, across it. A little bit more serene, a little bit more sort of watercolour-esque in a way. Sodalite seems to have a slightly more defined often edging, not always, but often. I've also got in here, so we don't get to see that often. Brilliant, like, nice to be a bit different. We've then got in here your picture jasper. Now, picture jasper, again, not often seen, very unusual, very unique, looks like the bottom of the ocean. We love that. Mother Nature, always exciting to work with. Then I'm going to talk about the greens. Now, I've got in here your green agates, but I've also got your green aventurine, which, of course, is the one at the top. These look like the best translucent jadeite you would ever hope to spend £1.50 on. These are beautiful. I love those colours. I think they are very, again, of this time of year. It's your spring blooms, isn't it, about to come out. Stunning. Then another rarity to actually see, carnelian in rounds. That is a rarity. Carnelian nuggets, 10 a penny. Carnelian rondelles, pretty much. But to get them with this delicacy in light interaction, I think it's very unusual in a round. And they do alter, they do change it. It's like a guided strand, it's beautiful. And then, possibly one of the rarest ones we see, your Dalmatian.
Love that. Love Dalmatian jasper.
Me too. These are 7 very friendly, very cohesive collections of gemstones. And we're going to do them at, well, let's say under a tenner each, which £70 worth for this. You know, all right. All right. I'm bringing you something very cohesive, very usable because of its size, very much beautiful to work in together as a whole if you really wanted to, but of course you don't have to, you know, pick out your field-like nuanced colours, pick out your ocean-like feels, pick out your suns, you see, whatever you wanted. Brilliant, beautiful. However, they're not going to be a tenner each. They're going to be less than a £5 each. Now, actually, if you consider if these Dalmatian jasper nuggets, you'd expect them to probably be about a tenner. Maybe your blue jasper, you might expect to be about £7–8. Even your aventurine, if they were just nuggets, bear in mind, you might be expecting close to the £6–7 on those ones. These aren't nuggets, they're perfect rounds. They're a workable, usable and much loved size, and yet we're taking them to under a £5 each. All right. £14.95. They're now £2.14 each. £2.14 each. That for me is sensational.
That is fantastic.
Right, what can we get for £2.14? Team, help us out here. £2.14.
A big chocolate bar.
A big chocolate bar, yeah. Yeah, nice. Big chocolate bar.
Pack of muffins.
Pack of muffins, yeah, from your supermarket, not anywhere posh.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. A fillet of salmon?
No.
Something like that? No.
Not founded. No.
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 A small. Oh, I tell you what you'd get. Oh, no, you wouldn't even get a fish and chips. I got a
You
lunchtime.
wouldn't,
No, you
definitely not.
wouldn't. I got a
That's
lunchtime
£7.
special one the other day, and it was £4.50. It was. And that was without scraps. Didn't. Yeah, no. Didn't
I
do
was
scraps.
surprised last time I bought fish and chips at the seaside. It's like £7.
Yeah,
something
like
each.
£7.80 or something. Yeah.
Two stops on a bus.
2 stops on the
stops
bus.
on the
Good. 2 stops on the bus.
I can get into town for £2.10 on the bus.
Can you?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Can you get out of town for £2?
No, I can't get back. I can get there. To walk back.
£14.95. £2.14 approximately per strand you've got your hands on here. And I think they do work lovely together. I mean, really, those ones together.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice combination, isn't it?
Lovely. Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Think of all the stretches
Stretches.
you can make and the profit. Elizabeth,
Yeah.
I love the way your mind works. Let's work that out. So, how much would you be charging with one? Would it depend on gemstone?
It would depend on a gemstone, definitely. I would definitely be charging more for these two.
Yeah.
And probably the carnelian as well.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a more considered purchase.
Yes, it is, you're right.
So those may be £8-9 each on their own.
Okay.
And maybe £10 with a charm.
Love it.
And then the others.
And the other ones?
So between £6 and £8, I suppose.
Okay, well, let's take the lowest. You said 7 to 8 and 6 to 7. So let's do £6 times 1 bracelet, 2 bracelets.
I'd say 2. So
You can get an earring,
14
whatever.
there, isn't there?
So 14, so 6 times 14 here. I'm looking at the abacus keeper. So £84 of bracelets on those 4 strands. And then, what do we say, 7 times 6 on these? That's right, isn't it, yeah?
Yeah, sorry.
42. £42. So 84 plus 42 is £126. Is it?
I think something went wrong there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Something went wrong there.
Something went wrong on the first one.
Yeah.
So I think I said 14 bracelets, but I meant all of them.
Yeah, well, 14 together,
We go
yeah, yeah.
average £7. So if we say 14 times 7.
Perfect. Yep, there you go. There you are.
Yeah. 98.
£98 worth of stretchy bracelets, which is very easy making money.
Very, very, very. And if you got the first kit, then you got the elastic.
Yeah, of course you did.
Oh.
The first kit is still available, by the way, so if you do want to get it, do so now. Just to let you know, there is a whole horde of you with it in your basket, so please do check out whilst you can. If you're loving these bargain bundles, I've got more bargain bundles coming up for you, so do not ye worry. Ye.
Amazing.
Weird. Very odd. And just to let you know, if you do like those colours, this is coming up to Star Buy shortly, approximately 21 minutes and 6 seconds-ish. That's coming up for you. Before that, though, who wants another bargain bundle? Is it 4 strands? 5 strands? 5 this time. Now, I know I'm being a bit risque in saying this, but because these are slightly more dainty in their size, you've got to remember that you're getting more gemstones. So if we were able to mimic the price of the previous one,
Yeah.
wouldn't be bad, would it?
Yeah.
What are you getting in this one? 4 mils across the board on, again, carnelian, so perfect matcheroo. I've also got your green aventurine in here, so perfect matcheroo. I've also got in here your blue jasper. Hello, friend. As well as that, I've got your Dalmatian jasper. No, I don't. Oh, it's fallen. Get yourself over here.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey. All right, there's even more strands than I thought.
Yeah, that's more strands, isn't it?
Hello, friend.
Doesn't it look nice with the red? What is this?
Looks gorgeous. The red agate.
That is lovely.
Yeah, it's nice, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what I've got in here, you've got your your howlite in here as well. What I've got in here is a perfect array of dainty, genteel, genuine gemstones. Perfect for spacing out larger gemstones, perfect for wearing in their own right, especially, I think, perfect for that massive trend that was huge sort of autumn to winter last year, but is not quitting for spring and summer, which is the stacker hodgepodge kind of designs of bracelets that are massive still, and on necklaces too. You've got a big look. It's Becky's birthday bonanza bargain deal. £12.95 this time for you. £12.95 only. Think about the amount of gemstones you've got in here. I can't even hold them all. Think about the amount you've got in here. A 4mm is going to be brilliant in so many different ways for helping you create shape.
Yeah, for filling in little gaps. If you're wire weaving or even in your beading, you get these little spaces.
Yeah.
They're great for that. Great, again, for making bigger beads out of the smaller beads, or stacking up, using the spacers. Yeah,
on this one here, obviously you've got plastic spaces in between, but you could put genuine gemstone spaces in between that, and boy, that's gonna...
Yeah, it'd look lovely.
Yeah.
It really would, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can make little and large bracelets, you know, one for a parent and one for a child. Do you know what I mean? If you had the...
That's adorable.
Imagining my brother would definitely wear this Dalmatian Jasper, and he's got 2 little boys, and they'd look cute.
Oh, that is
cute in
adorable.
Yeah.
That is so sweet. I love that as an idea. £12.95. And remember too, with these, quite like the idea of using your featherweight headpins through here and maybe going wild with kind of the charm bracelet necklace design that's quite big at the moment.
Sort of the right scale, isn't it? For that? Yeah.
It's not going to sort of yank you down too much, is it? Yeah. These ones are still available, by the way. It is tonight's must-have, whereby we did a 36% discount on the trace chain, the 2 twist chains, the 1 metre of sterling silver chain, and the slider bracelet as well. So all of those are still available for you if you want to get your hands on them, although the stock is now low because it's such a big saving for all of that sterling silver. So well worth a grab if you want to. £12.95. Well done, everyone. And hello, Jean and Angela. Hi, Penelope. That's another lovely name, isn't it? Do people shorten the name Penelope?
Penny.
Penny.
Yeah.
Never thought of that before. I've also got Elizabeth in. Hi, I'm a love. I've got Alison, Tracy, Tina. Hello, Yorkshire. I really like that name, Penelope. I think that's nice. It's lovely, isn't it? £12.95. Well done. Right, I've got so much more to fit in, so do excuse me. I will keep just. Ooh!
What have you got?
Oh, wow. I didn't know we still had any of this available. Okay, right. I've got less than 60. What is the name of this gemstone? Because that's wrong.
What's wrong?
The name on our graphics, technically. The reason we have called this chrome dioxide is because of the time in which we purchased it. It is actually no longer in the industry known as chrome dioxide. This is now, and this has been made official because obviously the Hong Kong show finished, was it yesterday? Yeah, the Hong Kong show kind of confirmed what we'd already thought. This is now officially in the industry known as imperial diopside. Really? So if you remember, another gemstone that's happened to is alexandrite. Alexandrite, one of the rarest gemstones on the planet. Alexandrite is also known as imperial alexandrite because of the rarity and the scarcity of it. You are getting something very, very unique here indeed. The fact of the matter is that because this is now known as imperial diopside, well, a few things actually. First off, it's been given the status basically that alexandrite has, as I said, imperial alexandrite. Second off, people are now being a little bit mischievous and referring to their chrome dioxide from China as chrome dioxide because they feel that the place has been opened up, if that makes sense. So chrome dioxide was originally a name just used for Russian dioxide. But now that it's called imperial dioxide, you're seeing more people now calling Chinese dioxide chrome dioxide because the name's essentially been freed up. However, as you will know, dioxide from China shouldn't be called chrome dioxide because it doesn't get its colour from chrome, it gets its colour from iron. So, but they're taking that kind of rock star name because now this is imperial, so hey, it's different. you have got something very special here at the Hong Kong show. This gemstone was set into gold exclusively. That's all you could get your hands on. Gold, platinum. There was no sterling silver with this gemstone in. It's beautiful. It's open. I love that this strand is so dynamic as it is. The price points for this have gone absolutely through the roof and back again. We see in price hikes on this that we saw on Tanzanite sort of 7-8 years ago. So you're getting something very special here, but I do have less than 60. Honestly, if you do not own much of this gemstone, grab it whilst you can, because we're paying more for future strands, therefore you're going to have to pay more. £12.95, not a price point I'm going to be able to say with this gemstone again. £12.95, entirely natural, beautifully open chrome dioxide that you get in your hands on, and boy, it is open as well, isn't it? Yeah. It's not like a hidden dark bottle opaque green.
It's really bright,
really is
bright and vivid. Yeah, gorgeous.
With your trees of life,
yeah,
perfect.
It's ideal. It's ideal for that, and also your sort of French beaded flowers and
nice
ferns, because this gives you the lovely texture you need.
Gorgeous idea. And you definitely do need to get your hands on this. I've now got less than 40 available for you. Oh, do you know what it go nice with? The Tibetan turquoise. Why not? Why not? Tibetan turquoise. Maybe a slightly more genteel one. I might pair it with that one. Yeah. The Tibetan turquoise that I did just a while ago for you. I think that works so nicely alongside it. £12.95. This really is a bit of a special deal. And I will just say to you that you know, we do like to give you heads ups on prices whenever we can, and let me just offer this to you that, you know, hindsight is 20/20, as they say, and we do look back on certain gemstones and even certain metals when they were certain prices per carat or per gram, and we think back on those times and think, wow, it's you know, we would never have seen that price hike. I remember when we had to come out and say to you, look, you know, we are doing, the trade is doing a 600% increase on the price of Tanzanite, therefore we are going to have to do the same, and we did. And we had to come out and talk about that. Because we're very open and honest about it. We have seen price hikes on this, hopefully trying to give you a bit of foresight on it, for the fact that if it continues with the popularity it does and with the status it does, we don't see the prices going down anytime soon. So do feel free to grab it if you like it, which I personally do. £12.95, well done. Okay, let's keep things beautiful and real and natural. Let's go in for some fluorite. Do you just call Gemma Crow baby?
It's an expression. It's an expression.
It's an
baby.
I got your back, baby. Just made everyone feel very awkward. It's weird, that.
It was weird.
It was real.
It's weird, but I felt safe and, you know, supported.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael, you're real love. Yeah. Let me bring to you now something stunning. This is your fluorite. Ooh. Wow. Fluorite, once described as the most colourful mineral on the planet. And boy, you can see why. Gosh, isn't it amazing that you can actually see a little bit of the glow internally in this? When do you ever get to see glow in the studio? You don't. Can you see it there at the bottom dancing? It's because the lights in here, well, because we polish them so well, you see how the lights are reflecting on the surface there? It usually hides the sort of glow of the insides, but you can actually see it on these. They're gorgeous. Oh, let's give her. Oh. Now, this to me is what I refer to, well, no, I don't. The industry refers to this type of effect as zebra jasper. Zebra fluorite. Zebra fluorite is so known because it has stripes like a zebra. Zebra fluorite is not always seen. I have got 70% zebra fluorite, and then, you know, one that is like this, a little bit more muted, a little bit more one wholesome colour. I love that I've got that one in there, because if I didn't have that one in there, then I would be calling this Zebra Fluorite. If this was called Zebra Fluorite, you would not be getting it for the price you're about to see. You'd be putting, what is it at the moment? This is a minimum, an extra sort of 15% on top of the price point you're about to see. So, if you like that Mother Nature has given to you this incredible colour palette that is totally natural, if you love that Mother Nature has actually shown you the formation of these and how they glide up, if you love that we have given you such great qualities that you're actually getting glow, because remember fluorite, known for its fluorescence, it's one of the very few gemstones that fluoresces, but if that's something that interests you, then you've got it in here so clearly that you can even see a bit of that internal glow in the studio light. If you like all of those things, I'd definitely say you're going to love the price point you're about to see, because for the carat weight, that is superb. Superb! However, you are a bit wild though, aren't you, Bee, sometimes, on occasion? A bit like Wild Thornberrys. Do you ever remember the Wild Thornberrys? Do you remember them? Cartoon whereby there was a girl who could speak to the animals.
No.
They lived in like a camper van and they used to go touring around. And I remember, this is the era it was in, because I remember them doing a mashup episode, or maybe even film, where they joined up with the Rugrats.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I might be a bit old.
I'll be honest with you, I watched it as an adult. But still, I did watch it as an adult though, that one. But yeah, you have got the wonderful Bee Diddy in control of the buttons. She's not stopping there. She's feeling a little bit wild, a little bit different, a little bit, let's do it tonight. It's her birthday month this month. Ooh. And therefore, she's just getting ready. You ready for this? That £14.95 for that amount of fluorite is now very, very, very extra special, especially for the qualities you've got here. It is not opaque, it is not sort of muddied, it is crisp, it is clean, it has got those zebra fluorite qualities on each one really, apart from maybe the darker purple one that I've got here. But you have got that beautiful banding which is entirely natural. Some of it very crisp and clean indeed. Honestly, add a good 15% onto the price of this if it had the name Zebra Jasper in front of it. Yet that is what you're getting. £14.95 for this I think is divine. I think it's exciting, it's energetic, it's that beautiful pairing of colour with purple and green together. And what I like about gemstones like this is, if someone said to me, you know, use purple and green together, maybe before looking at this, I'd go, really, purple with green? No, maybe purple and blue, or green and gold, or whatever. I'd have an idea in my mind. But Mother Nature here proves just how beautiful it is together. It's almost like looking at a lavender field, or almost like looking at a bluebell field, because, you know, bluebells, when you look at them, they tend to have more of a purpley look, don't they, when en masse. Yeah. I think these are gorgeous together. This, as a collection, must speak to you with the natural differences, let's say, in them.
Yeah, I mean, these do look like amazing quality fluorite. It's what you want to see in fluorite, isn't it?
Yeah,
and you very rarely actually get to.
Yeah.
And people love fluorite. It's one of those ones that people know about, and they love, they enjoy the colour combinations and the banding. So yeah, it's a very popular gemstone, and they are very,
and they do
very
feel
pretty.
Beautiful. Kleshna! Hi, Kleshna. Kleshna says, a very happy birthday. Bex, lovely show. Loving the 4mm. Oh, the 4mm that we did the bundle. Yeah. Gemma, also looking gorgeous too.
Thank you, Klesh.
Have a fabulous time, and that's from Klesh. Hello, lovely Klesh. Mwah, you're an absolute love. Thank you so much for that message. Gorgeous guest designer, Klesh, who we absolutely love and adore. I wonder when Klesh is back on with us. Is she on this weekend? No, I don't think she is she? No, she's not. How dare she has time off?
I haven't seen a show with Klesh for ages, actually.
Actually, I remember that she had a little bit of time off, just holidaying, relaxing. Not
That's why
necessarily.
she always looks so amazing. That's what
Gosh, she does, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She is so glam. like effortlessly glam.
Like Bond girl glam.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Hair always perfect.
Yes.
Oh, just gorgeous. Anyway, £14.95 is your deal on this one today. And can I just say, it would go rather nicely with your second kit.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
The greens, I mean.
Yeah, definitely. I was just trying to think what's in my second kit. I was thinking these. It would go amazing.
Okay, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, get ready. Open up your peepers. Oh, yes, please. That is coming up in the second kit. With the second kit, you get more of this lady and her nimble hands. She's going to be whipping up for you. Super weird, you're right. I've only got 6 seconds to complete it though, so I better move on. 3, 2, we'll be back after the break.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from JewelleryMaker. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Welcome to Jewellery Maker. We are part of the Immediate Media family. Immediate Media is a fast-growing multimedia platform company who operates some of the most loved brands across the UK. Our brands range from our other shopping TV channel, The Sewing Quarter, to our very successful magazines, such as Simply Knitting, Molly Makes, and The Radio Times. We work incredibly hard to inspire you and bring you lots of exciting ideas and projects. So whatever your creative needs, you know that our crafting family will be there for you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. You can now book Jewellery Maker workshops online. Just head over to our Jewellery Maker website and click on the workshop link. We have a wide range of workshops from beginner to intermediate, covering a variety of mediums. Once you've found a workshop you would like to attend, simply click on the Book Now button, fill in the required fields, and then press Continue. This will take you through to the payment page. If you have any questions, you can contact our workshop coordinator at any time by emailing workshop@jewellerymaker.com. We look forward to seeing you. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
How'd you get frosting on there? We've just been eating birthday cake, don't you find? Do you know what? I'm not even going to carry on that sentence. I'm just going to leave it where it is. It's lovely to be with you this evening. Hello, my name is Rebecca Redican, but you can call me Becky. Hey! And this evening I am joined by a fantabulous team. We have got the wonderful B Diddy producing. She's been doing you loads of bundles. Hello, B. We've also got the very creative Kerry. She's been doing all the camera changes and swaps like this. Like this. Yeah, ooh, gosh, what a weird shot. I've also got the two very handsome gentlemen, Tom and Michael. Hiya, boys.
Aww.
Say something nice together.
Oh, it's lovely to be here. I can't top that.
Very nice, thank you, Michael. I'm also joined this evening by our wonderful creative Gemma Crow. Gem, it's lovely to be with you this evening.
It's lovely to be with you.
And
your birthday show.
I know, right? Can I just
Depends.
ask your opinion?
I love that. You know I love that.
This is so you. You know what it's like when you have friends and you see like a set of shoes and you go, oh my gosh, they're so her. When I see strands like this, I just think, oh gosh, they're so Gem. They're so Gemma Crow.
They really are.
They really are, aren't they?
Yep. Yep.
For you, just talking about the shape with the size of these, what is it you like about the shape and size?
Well, loads of carat weight in one stone, which I love. Not only because I love the weight and the feel of them and the impact that they have in the design, but because you can see that vast amount of the gemstone, a lot like we were talking about earlier with the Kambaba Jasper. You know, when you just get your rounds, you just see a small part of that round. With this, you get that whole sort of image.
Yeah.
And you really get to, see the beauty of the pattern.
And boy, is that pattern beautiful.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, it is so character-filled.
It just reminds me of that's what the beginnings of life must have looked like. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly
you
what you
see
mean.
cells growing in the Petri dish, under a microscope, and you just think, oh, that's the start of something amazing. That's what they look like.
It's kind of incredible, isn't it? And I love as well, again, this might sound a bit silly, but I love that that is a slice of a gemstone, and therefore this little section you see here isn't going to be the same on the other side, because that is where more silica came in than the other elements, and therefore it's not going to be all the way through. It's not like a core, it's just in that moment.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of magical. Look at this next one as well. How cool is that? It's like otherworldly, isn't it? It's almost like something off of another planet, isn't it? Really beautiful. You've got so much character and personality on here. I've got areas of translucency, I've got areas completely opaque, I've got snapshots of under the ocean, I've got snapshots of canopy designs. I've got so much going on in here. They're like turtle shell designs, there's some snake print-esque designs on these. It's all entirely natural, it's all completely unique, it's all from the same location in Brazil, and it's all creating a really dynamic and dramatic effect, usable, and very usable because of that, but very usable for your jewellery. I think you've got something really exciting to work with here, really good fun, really individual, and if you too love a reminder of how Mother Nature works, then this is definitely a strand for you to be able to get your hands on tonight, and we're going to give you a star-by opportunity on it, so grab it whilst you can. £24.95. Good price. Good price. But it's an extra special closing price we're going to do for you tonight. The fact of the matter is, if we can get a bit of movement on this, then we will, and therefore we're going to. It is Birthday Bonanza, £16.95 for you on this beautiful strand. It's saying that it's sold out though.
No.
Let's call the call centre and find out about that, shall we? Yes. 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 We are going to call the call centre on this and see exactamondoli what we can do with it. If you want to purchase it, you can call the call centre and get yourself on JewelleryMaker.com. So do feel free to do it in that way, because these are very, very, very popular. So if you do want to grab it, now is your chance to do so, because it is, as we said, just a bit of a stunning design.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Loads of you purchasing this, getting their hands on it. You might get in trouble for what, that price? Oh, all right then. £16.95. Grab it whilst you have the opportunity, because that is a very mischievous deal. Oh, and by the way, if you like these kind of green hues, I love these. This is your Murano glass that I've got coming up in the kit. Oh, it's like hauntingly good. It's almost like it's got an aura at the centre of it. We have still got some of these available. Some people are saying, no, it says it's sold out. It definitely isn't. So please do call the call centre or refresh your page. So if you've got it, if you're doing it on the web, press F5. Or where the bar is at the top, where it says like www.JewelleryMaker, whatever. At the very end of that, there'll be like a little 2 arrows that point into each other. That's the refresh button as well, so you can do that too. And that should sort itself out. I adore this kit. I liked the kit when I looked at the picture, I'll be honest. But then you brought in your jewellery and...
I love this kit.
It's just stunning. I can tell that you've loved this.
Yeah, I love, absolutely. Again, it's like it reminds me of some kits from the past. You know, those lovely the ones that everybody loved and we brought back a few times because they're so gorgeous. All that lovely sparkle and yeah, lovely colours.
And they are seriously sensational.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the design that we're going to look at now and just sort of say the inspiration with this, because they all work beautifully in together, but you can see that they're kind of, I don't know, they almost tell different stories. Tell us about this one that we're looking at now.
So the one that you're looking at now, I wanted to combine the sparkle with the smaller, the rounds, the plain rounds, and I wanted little clusters, and I wanted something quite regal looking because it's, you know, and so macrame was actually the ideal way to do that. You know, it's not overly wire worked, it's, you know, all the sparkles from the gem and all the details from the gemstone, really. Yeah. So yeah, that one, yeah, this kit just grew, sort of evolved.
And you can see that those are kind of the matching, let's say, earrings to go with the design.
Yeah.
I in my Rebecca Redican Presenter post I did earlier on was wearing this sort of circular one. Tell us a bit about this.
So that one was, that one sort of grew and evolved and went wrong a few times and ended up working out really quite well. So that one's lots of head pins, with the all joined in the centre with a jump ring, and I couldn't. It was so floppy, I couldn't get it to sort of splay out, and so then I stitched the beads in between, and they were too long, so then I bent them over, and it ended up with this sort of swirl, like a vortex.
That's so cool, because I've worn that. The reason I'm like, really, is because I've worn that, and I would never have guessed that is how it's been created.
No, it went wrong, and I took it apart once, and then I thought, no, I'll have another go and just try something else, and I put it back together again, and it just. Yeah, it's like a cobweb. So you put lots of spokes on, and then you just add, you know, you wrap around with your wire and keep adding to it.
I love that design. You also use the Venetian glass, of which you get 3 pieces of. Give me the size of the Venetian. Well, yeah, Venetian Murano glass. So you are getting, they are the foil, gold foil lined, and they are 16mm in their depth, and they're like these smooth bicones. With the Venetian glass, that you've used in that kind of pendant piece, you've really brought out, you've kind of gone off the shape in a way, haven't you?
I went completely with the shape, and I mean, hands up and admit that the Venetian glass came out separately to me, to the kit, and I was told which kit to put it with, but I'd already done it. So yeah, I didn't get to work the Venetian glass in with the other gems, unfortunately, because I think they could have worked as a beautiful feature in maybe the this piece with the macrame, I think they would have worked as an absolutely gorgeous feature within there.
And you can see in the recording actually how well they do work together. Just to give you the size on those rounds, faceted rounds, you've got your 6mm, you've also got your 8mm, and then you've got your wire, which is a beautiful champagne gold colour. And you're going to get 10 metres worth of your 0.8 and 10 metres worth of your 0.4. So this is a beautiful, versatile, I think, very chic design. Facets on the larger, completely smooth on the smaller, and then that beautiful Venetian glass, which, as you know, I showed you a slide about the Venetian glass not that long ago about it kind of dying out, sadly, as an art form, because there are so few people now working with Murano glass in that region. And there's lots and lots and lots of places that create these that are actually closing down left, right and centre. So it is a dying craft, it is a dying art form. But I love that we're giving you the opportunity tonight to work with a craft made by artists, to create your own craft as an artist in your own right. Pairing that with Mother Nature's craft and artistry of the genuine, crust of the earth with the quartz. And then we're bringing you the wire to tie it all in together for this price. Or is it, Michael, evil laugh? Or is it? Isn't that the weirdest evil laugh you've ever heard?
Yeah.
It was like clown laugh.
Yeah, well, that's evil.
Clowns are a bit weird looking, aren't they? No offence. No offence. Oh, you're our lovely clown, Michael. I'm about to bring to you a discount deal, $44.75, not your price. Let's take exactly tenner off. Nah. Let's take exactly £20 off. There you go, £24.75. That is a £20 discount you've just gotten your hands on here. And I will just make a note to you as well that these have been in a discount deal on air by themselves recently, and therefore that £44.75 you originally saw actually is already a discount, because we pay attention when that first price comes in. It takes into account the price of everything over the last 30 days, and therefore we've done a discount on these. You should have actually, I did make a note of it. Where did I write it? The original price on this was over £55. The original price on this entire kit is over £55 if all original Jewellery Maker price points stood. Today, though, exactly £20 off that current discounted deal web price to take it to just $24.75. I mean, looking at your jewellery.
Yeah.
And the amount, that bangle, how much would you sell that bangle for?
The bangle,
that's really hard to say.
The bangle would be probably around £35.
Yeah. So you've made yourself money, and you've made all the rest of that jewellery as well.
In all fairness, Becky, that you could put one of these Murano glass beads on a chain as a pendant and sell it for that price with quite easily.
Yeah.
Because this is a piece of artistry. It is
really
made by an artist who has trained for many years, and had the tradition of that technique passed down.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, it is real artistry. It's like buying a piece of art. It's, you know, and it is a real, I think, privilege to work with such as this, because it's like taking another artist's work and actually then incorporating it into your art.
Yeah, and developing it and moving it on. Completely agree with you.
Worth more than £25 on their own, I think. They're really special,
And you're getting 3 of them. That is £24.95 for the entire kit and caboodle. That is a popular kit, so grab it whilst you can. And we are going to give you a free demonstration now. So...
Well, I was going to charge, but you can obviously
give
it for free.
All right. Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, let's dive on into a make. What are we making, lovely Gemma?
I was going to show you how to do the pendant on the sort of main piece.
Brilliant.
Because it's just macrame,
Cool.
and it's on this piece here.
Wire macrame as well.
So it's wire macrame, but the way it sort of worked out, it ended up looking like a heart or a crown or something. So and that's just sort of playing with the shape of it once it's
All right, Michael, love. Why are you kicking the camera?
Oh, it's getting late.
It's getting late, right?
Yeah.
Just fancied it.
Getting late.
It's kick o'clock. Anyway, yeah.
Right.
So let's get into the wire macrame.
Okay, so right, I've lost the order of me threads now. Right, so what I've got here is I've sort of got it all set up. So I've got 3 lengths of my 0.8mm wire, and they're going to act as my lazy strands, so they're going to house the beads. So these are where you're going to thread the beads on. I've pre-threaded, so we'll get to that bit in a minute.
Okay.
And then we want 2 lots of 0.4 wire that we're going to use as our working thread. So these are the ones that are going to be tying the knots, okay? So I need 2 lengths. So on this first one, I've popped this on just to get started, and I've tied 1 square knot. Okay. So I'm going to add in a second of my 0.4 wires now, and I think I'm just going to reposition a little bit.
You go ahead. I'll move right away.
I'm just going to and I'll pop these wires out the way, just so that they're not in the way when we're working.
And remember, if you don't have a macrame board, you can use something with a ball clip. You can use a pillow. You can use a
clipboard. Or something. Yeah. Okay, so to tie a square knot then, so I've got another length of 0.4 here. To tie a square knot, for the first wire, we just take the 0.4 underneath the lazy strands, so all 3, and we'll take the left-hand thread and just make this sort of P shape or Q shape here, okay, and take the threads over. Then with the right-hand thread, we're going to take it over the top of that tail there, over the top, underneath the strands and up through the loop, okay, and then we pull that. And that's called half a square knot, so that we do this the opposite direction to complete a square knot, but that's half a square knot, okay? So to complete the square knot, we do that the other way. So we take the right-hand thread, we make a P shape, and then we take the left-hand thread, take it over the top of that tail there, underneath the lazy strands, and up through that P-shaped loop there, okay? And pull in nice and tight. Oh, I missed it. I thought I'd gone over the top of it then.
So this is the thing, and this is kind of what I like about this technique anyway. You can tell as soon as it's not quite gone where you need it to.
The knot didn't miss, so you've got to make sure that you don't go underneath this tail. And because I've tried to get prepared, these are all getting in the way, making it look complicated. Okay, so you can make sure you go over that, that
over
tail,
the tail.
There, and then up and underneath the lazy strands and up through the loop. Okay. What I should have done is kept my wire longer so I could sort of pinch it in the macrame board. Okay, so there's my other square knot. So I've got 2 lots of working threads here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to ignore the two outside wires, and we're going to work on this centre one. So I'm going to push one of the small plain rounds up to the top.
Those are your 6mm.
And I'm going to take the top 2 sets of wires, so the top sets of wires, and I'm going to tie a square knot, just as I did before, underneath that bead. So just onto the lazy thread in the centre with the bead on, tie 1 knot and then 2 knots. So then I'm going to take the wire underneath to complete that square knot. Okay, so that's there. And then I want to alternate and bring some beads in along the side, but before I do that, I need to tie a knot here on this strand, on this lazy strand, just to bring my wires into the right place. So this time I'm going to use one of the wires from the centre and one that's up at the top. So I'm going to do a square knot, so making that sort of Q shape, taking the wire underneath there and pulling it through. And we're going to do a complete square knot, so we're going to do that the opposite side too. Okay. So this is just bringing the wires into where we need them. Okay, so square knot there and a square knot here. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same the other side. Now the other side, you go the other direction. So instead of starting with making a Q, we're going to start on the outside. So we're going to make a P first. Okay,
So that makes a big difference then?
It's not too big a difference, it just helps the wires sit. So when you do a square knot, you'll have these little bridges that the wires sit underneath, and it just makes them lie like this or like this. It's just easier if they're like this.
Okay.
So if we do it the opposite way on the outside to we did this side, we just make sure we make the first loop on the outside. The middle one doesn't matter which way. No. But the outside ones, make your first loop coming outside of the
So
threads.
if you say on the left, you want the wire
on the left.
On the left. If you want the right, you want to be on the right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's simple, and it really doesn't make too much difference. So if you find that it's you've done it the wrong way, don't worry. It really won't make too much difference. No. Right, so I've got my knots in ready now, so now I can add, bring up a bead and do those knots again, but this time underneath a bead. So I'm going to take one of my little rounds up and I'm going to make a square knot underneath the round, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to come underneath.
And again, it's to the left,
Yeah, left to the left to start with, and then we're going to do the right to finish the square knot. Okay. And pull that in tight, and then the same with the other side. So we're doing the right on the right, up through the loop and pull tight, and then the other way. So always when you do a square knot, make sure you do the opposite direction. So if you start with the right, the next time you start with the left, okay, to make sure the knot is a square knot. Okay, so there's our first set of beads in. Now we're going to need one in the centre, and you can see it needs to sit in the centre. It will create that little space for you. Okay, so the next thing is to tie a knot now underneath that centre bead. So you can see which two wires are going to be used to do that. It's these two. So one from one side, one from the other. So I'm going to start on the left, sorry, and take my wire up through, tie a square knot. I know these beads are distracting. Just take them off, actually. So that's that one, and then we're going to finish that square knot. So the square knot always combines two knots. Just remember that. Okay. So there's that. So now we know we've done the centre, so now it's time to do the other sides again. So do the other sides. So starting on the left. Through, give it a bit of a pull in so that it cinches the wire in. Right then, and on the other side. So we're starting on the outside again, up through, and the other way. Oh, other way. And go up through. Okay, so there's the last bead, and that's going to create that lovely diamond shape. If you stop there, you've got more of a heart shape, but I'm going to go for a bit more of a diamond shape. Okay. So pop that last bead in there, and then tie your last square knot on the top. So again, doesn't matter with the centre which side you start on, so long as you do a square knot. So go through there. Okay, so that is my basic pattern done. So what I'm going to do is remove this from the board, and then I'm going to get rid of these extra tails. Okay, so to do that, it's hard to show you, but when you finish your threads, you'll have these little what we call bridges, so where the wire goes over. So what we want to do is pull the wire against that bridge to make it sort of hook in. When you've got that at home, you'll see that much clearer. So sort of hook the wire in and snip it off as close to the inside as I possibly can. Okay. Pop that in, so that's nice and out of the way. And you'll do the same on each side. So snipping those wires off. But before you cut them, don't just cut them. Make sure you're hooking them over that bridge or into that wire, so that they're actually like a little barb. Then they can't come undone because it's wire, it'll hold its place. Okay, so you'll find one will go to the front and one will go to the back when you do this.
It's another great thing about wire macrame. I think it's so much easier to finish off
neatly. Than with thread. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so here we go. We've got all our ends finished. Snip them off.
This kit, by the way, I've got about 33 5-ish% of the stock left. Just to remind you, the original RRP on this was over £55. We've given you a big discount on it tonight, so grab it whilst you can.
Okay then, so we need a bit of scrap wire or a bit of wire now to secure our sections down at the bottom here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each one of these and sort of give them a rub through my fingers so it straightens them out. So just, I usually push against them and pull through to straighten them. You might have something like wire straighteners or something that you might want to use just where they've been sort of in the macrame board. You just sort of manipulate them as symmetrically as you can down towards the bottom there where all the wires meet. Okay, so just pull them in so they make that sort of heart shape. Once you're happy, trim the ends off, leaving about 1 centimetre so you can do a little spiral or a little loop that will help you attach them in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lose 2 of these wires before I attach them, just so that they're nicely tucked out of the way. So I'm just going to trim them off. Make sure you don't cut your macrame wires, your knotting wires, but trim them off as close as you can. And then I'm going to spiral these outwards. So I'm going to take the tip of that sort of heart shape that we've created and just give it a little spiral outwards. So I've got a little point to anchor and stitch that into place onto the stem. So, and turn it round like so. And I'll just undo that one a little bit. So just manipulate them until you've got the right, size and shape, and they sit in onto that stem where you want them. Okay?
So ornate.
So that we can just then go into there and wrap around and just wrap that into place, really, just to stitch it in place around. So just a few little wraps, maybe four or 5, and then before you cut anything away, make sure it's all pinched down and nice and tight and taut in there so that it's pinched nicely. And then we can just finish it off by wrapping a couple of times around that main stem that's left. We can trim that off, and that can be now our loop that we attach a dangle to or a gemstone. So I'm just going to then make a little loop on the end there. And again, we can get rid of that little wire as well. Get rid of that one. And then this one here, I've done like a spiral with, just to finish it really, and finish the wire without, so it's not too intrusive. So I'm just going to spiral it down. So once you get so far with your round nose pliers, you have to swap to your flat nose, and we'll spiral, spiral, spiral. And when I get near to the top, I'm just going to tilt that back up. So I've got like almost like a spiral lollipop.
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to turn it over. So I'm going to turn it over and sit it just there, so I haven't got any ends showing. And at this point, you can then attach either from here and here, like I did for the rest of the neck for the necklace, or you can use this as your bail.
Okay.
So you've got 2 connection points, and then
I love that.
Or you can turn it up that way and attach there and attach to the bottom.
I love that design. That is so ornate, and you did that
simple.
Really quickly, considering we didn't start till sort of 10 past, and you were obviously doing it slow time to show us how to do it. I think that is beautiful. I love that design. That's the type of design that can get me into macrame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it.
Wire macrame. I love wire macrame.
Yeah.
I love it.
Gem, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're ace, as per usual. Okay, we've got loads more to come. Do not you worry. How's about I bring you something, quite frankly, bargainacious for today's aquamarine day to start by. Oh, I just really, really appreciate that we're able to bring to you aquamarine that's right a little bit, let's say, less traditional in shape. It's a little bit more organic. It's a little bit more unique. But it's aquamarine with light travelling through it, not just on it, all the way through. Sometimes you like the gentle sort of caress of light on the surface, but these, it's travelling through the whole design. And that means you're getting something a little bit more special. You're getting something a little bit different. You have got a big amount of genuine gemstones on here as well, which for those of us who like a little bit more bang for our buck, as they say, you can't really go too far wrong with a strand like this.
No.
It's big in personality, it's totally natural in its look, finesse and colour, and it has got genuine gemstones, left, right, centre, north, south, east, west and all that's in between. It's just gemstone after gemstone after gemstone. It's vast. And a vast amount of beauty, a vast amount of quality. And what I really like about this strand in particular, which maybe doesn't sound like the most exciting thing, but I kind of like it about it, is the symmetry in the colour of this. It's not shaded, it's not jaded, it's not elements whereby you're getting tonal shifts. You thought I was going to go into a rap. No, not quite. You've got this. I'm onto something though, you're right. Do you know what? If I carry on like that, I could be in Blazing Squad, couldn't I?
Certainly not So Solid crew.
No, not So Solid. No, I'm not that good. I am bringing to you a beautiful evenness of colour and quality. It's not altering in its colour or shift. And remember too, you know, that all right, if it was heated, then that would be easy enough to do because, you know, a lot of time heat evens out colour, but this one isn't. It's beautiful and even and symmetrical. So if you love this proper sky blue colour, then you've got a full strand of it and at a very affordable price point. We're taking it under a tenner. Whoa, I didn't know that. We're going under a fiver. £4.95 for you. That is splendid for us. That genuinely... Sorry. That genuinely is fantastic, isn't it?
It is.
That's the brilliant price point you're getting your hands on there. £4.95 for that amount of gemstone. That evenness, that natural colour, that stranding. It's beautiful. Really it is. It's stunning. It's going to go lovely with your deal of the day, which I'm going to do a quick recap of on later, but I've got loads more coming up for you, mind you. I've got so many really cool elements. Including, oh, I've got loads. Oh, Romeo Dunn. Look at them.
Oh, Goldie.
Pardon?
I was just chatting.
Nice with gold.
With gold.
Yeah. You've got really good opportunities on this, so do grab it whilst you can. £4.95. I think it's a fantastic price point. Memory wire bracelets.
Definitely, yeah, and Tree of Life designs.
Perfect.
Kuma Hemo, if you've got the patience, it looks amazing.
Yeah, really does.
Yeah.
£4.95. Loads of you have this in your baskets. So if you do want to grab it, then now you can. It's one of those gemstones everyone should have in their collection, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it is.
Let's get some fan-dabby-dozily deals on for you. Right, let me bring you a chain. Let's bring you a chain. I know it was a while ago, but do you remember when I brought you those? That, because I've done so many bundles today. I brought you the... Lapis. Thank you, Gemma Crow. Lapis Lazuli bundle that had the cubes in it.
Yeah, definitely put that alongside a cluster of them or just here and there.
Job's a good one.
Yeah, amazing.
925 solid steel and silver, clasp included. Just look at that sparkle. It's like flash bulbs down a runway, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? What was that you just did then? Oh, you were being a train, were you? Yeah, like that paparazzi taking pictures. Oh. Like, hang on. You'll see it in a minute. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get it? You've got solid sterling silver, £7.50. How? £7.50. That's incredible. If you need it to be a bit longer because you just love the design, remember, I've got loads of jump rings on tomorrow morning because I'm on with Fleur. You could add jump rings to the end of this or extend a chain. I did that bundle of tonight's must-have earlier on, 8 o'clock, that came with two 18-inch chains, one 20-inch chain, slider bracelet and the meter.
Yeah.
You know, you could maybe cut one of those up and add it on or whatever. Yeah, £7.95. Well done, loads of you win. £7.50, sorry, I'm trying to up the price for you there, sorry. Do grab it whilst you have the opportunity. And don't forget, what is this? What's this? What's this? It is deal of the day. Oh, that was a good noise. I'll do a recap on that in a bit. Okay, let's move on to... I love these are like bead scoops. Gosh, that's a super duper long one.
Is this the opal one? Oh,
the mixed gemstones.
Oh, that's lush.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like the mosaics again. They would look great with those, the big mosaic circles. Just add those in now and again.
Yes, you're right. The ones we did earlier on. These are divine. This is like, to me, a bead scoop, but a better bead scoop. Bead scoops, well, when we give you loads of random gemstones, you don't know exactly what you're going to get. What reason I think this is better than a bead scoop is because you guarantee in your carat weight, so you know you're getting at least 120. You can't always guarantee a bead scoop carat weight. Sometimes they'd be like 50 carats, sometimes they'd be 100, 120 carats. I also love that we guarantee you shape and size variation. So in your bead scoops, you might get drops, you might get hodgepodge shapes and sizes, nuggets, you might get rounds, which are great if you like that challenge. But if you just want to work with the different genuine gemstones and you want to know they're going to work well together or as separate pieces, this strand's brilliant. You've got the wonderful squares here, which is a very rarely seen shape, but they do work beautifully together side by side in button designs. They have a really nice movement to them. You can space them out individually. There's so much you could do with these. You really get to see the full gemstone. And boy, you've got a lot of gemstones. I've got Peruvian opal, I've got amethyst, I've got citrine, I've got carnelian, perfect lapis lazuli. I've got apatite in here. I've got peridot as well. I've got amethysts, quartzes. That, yes, you're right. That price point, $9.19. This is our longer strand. Again, bead scoop's not always $9.95 either, so you know what you're getting with this. If you love a bead scoop and you miss them, I'd say get your hand on this because in many ways, for me, it's even easier to work with. It's even better to work with, and you don't have to work them all in together. You can use them individually. I think these are great for ladies and gents. I think they're great summer, spring, autumn. What's the other one? Winter. Forgot one then. £9.95. And if you want to pair them with something a little bit more earthy, maybe.
Very nice.
They work, don't they? Ocean jasper. I mean, come on, you can't not think about this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. It works really well together.
Yeah. They're like perfect partners. Brand new, another brand new treat for you. I've done so many bundles and brand news tonight, it's been fab. I've got for you your Ocean Jasper. This is your 90 carats worth as a minimum strand and totally and absolutely natural. Again, this is very much your vibe, I think. I like that in this strand, which is quite unusual, you're getting almost the thumbprint of Mother Nature in each one.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And you've got such a variety of colours in there, haven't you?
Yeah.
You know, I wonder what it would be like if you ombre that. So started with your whites almost, then you've got these lovely sort of soft caramels.
Yeah.
Through to your browns and your greens.
Yeah. And your really dark sort of grey,
greys,
even, yeah. I think it's a beautiful strand. Wow, okay, multi-purchase when you can, if you can, because it's under a tenner. In fact, it's under £6. Oh, I thought you said it was. Oh right. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. All right. £4.95. I thought you were taking it to £5.95. £4.95 is now your price point, discounted, of course. It really is a fantastic deal because this is a genuine gemstone. Is it dyed, Michael?
I don't think so.
No, it's not. Why? Why? Why the northern?
You just rub off on them.
A rubble. I rubble. Right. Anyway, £4.95. I mean, I know it's after 9, but a bit much. £4.95 for you today. Oh, anyway, £4.95. The hour started off with you calling Gemma Crow baby, and now this. £4.95. Grab these ones whilst you can. I think it's just something a little bit unusual, a little bit different, a little bit quirky, if you will, which is kind of the code. 19. QUKY 19 is your code. If you want to grab it, don't forget, free phone number, or join us at JewelleryMaker.com or on the app if you wanted to. These are nice. I love the clear quartz anyway. Have a look.
Are they just that clear or are they twinkly? I can't.
What did you say?
I couldn't work out because they're twinkling if it was because they're that clear or because they're actually faceted, but it's just because they're that clear.
And that is a proper twinkly twinkle, isn't it?
You don't really expect to see that unless you've got a facet, do you?
You're totally right, yeah. But it's a bit of a flasher, isn't it?
Oh dear.
This gemstone. Of light.
It look great with my kit.
Oh, the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
really
let me
great,
show it.
Really great
Sorry.
with the kit.
Sorry, Michael, didn't mean to drop it out shot, love. Yes, look.
And that next step down in size as well. Would
Perfect.
Open up even more design options.
And takes on the colour, because remember that's the great thing about your clear quartz, we don't see it often. Let's go and give you a new drop down price, and it's £6.95. We've had a lot of really unusual things for you tonight. I've had bundles galore. If you have just tuned in, genuinely cannot encourage you enough to look on JewelleryMaker.com, because we have had so many bundles, and just every single bundle has been discounted significantly. And in fact, every single star buy has, and we've had extra star buys tonight. So just have a little nosy back. And just to remind you, the kits were very heavily discounted as well. The first kit, what was the discount on that? Was it 44%, I think? Yeah. Oh no, 47% actually. Yeah, 47%. Yeah, it was on that kit. And then the second kit was £20 back in your pocket, but actually that wasn't even based on the original RRP that was over £55. So really good price kits today. Really good price deals and individual items like this too. £6.95 it is for 20 carats worth of your clear quartz in the 4mm round. And we also did a 4mm round bundle. So if you did want to have a nosy at that, then absolutely do feel free to, because this would be a great little addition actually to it. Because it'd go nice with the Dalmatian jasper that was in it. And
any of them, yeah. Yeah, it would look nice as spaces with the 6mm ones as well, with the 6mm bundle. Yeah.
Well done, £6.95 for you. Beautiful rounds there, absolutely perfect. Let's go for something else a little bit earthy.
Oh, nice.
These are going nice with, in the first hour, the, you know, the Unikite big.
Oh, yeah, the big,
Yeah, the big ones we did.
That green is a very similar sort of green, isn't it?
Definitely.
And the rhodonite, in fact.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, the rhodonite, that one, I'd probably
pair it
be more
with.
Inclined to put that with the rhodonite, yeah.
Beautiful
Lovely.
idea. So these ones are your really long rectangle. What do they call them? A cube rectangle. Cuboid. Well done. These are described as squares. Have I picked up the right one? Puffy squares.
Well, they sort
of. Oh, yeah, we get it.
Probably squarish.
Yeah, yeah. You have got here this lovely elongated shape, and we've had quite a few elongated gemstones tonight, actually, haven't we?
Yeah, we have lots of ovals and
Lots of this colour palette, actually.
It's actually really lovely. It's so glossy that it almost looks like they're. I can't explain what I mean. They're like watery. Do you know what I mean?
Like they're wet.
Yeah, no, but inside. No.
I love when people do that. Yeah, no. I love when people do that. Because of this, yeah, no.
But I mean, like they look like they are. Like you're looking into water.
Yes. No, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
We have got here for you your fancy jasper. It's going to go great with the palm stone I did for you earlier on as well. But yes, £7.95 is now your deal with these. They are beautiful, translucent-esque.
Translucent, yeah.
Yeah, they've got that glossiness to them, as we've said. £7.95. Unusual shape, or what would you do to make the most of it?
I would rosary link them. I would definitely rosary link them, or or space them out somehow. I think rosary linking would give them a nice level of movement and give you an extra. Maybe if you did maybe a 0.8 wire, so they're quite chunky, bigger loops, you'd gain probably about 4 or 5 inches on there for a neckline. So you could, have a nice long neckline piece.
Good. £7.95 for you. If you want it, you know what to do. Okie dokie. Let's go. Purple Terror. Now, I didn't know if we were going to be playing this, but I'm glad that we are. It's
delicious.
Really it is. I'm such a purple person. I love and adore purple. This is, I think, my favourite colour in this gemstone. Terra Jasper.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, it's divine.
I don't know what it is about it. I just love that veining on it. It's just gorgeous. That would also look nice with my kit that we've just done. Isn't it? What do you think? I think so.
Yeah. Oh, it's just stunning. You have got with this that really rich romantic purple. I always think purple is like a hug. I don't know what it is about the colour of purple, but it makes me feel like it's like a hug. Like yellow reminds me of like sort of a smile. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
a happy.
yeah.
Like, smiling, happy. These make me think of hugs.
Aww.
And I think it's a very warming, it's a
colour of creativity, purple.
True, of course it is, yeah. So, what better a reason to add it to your collection? We have got for you 290 carats worth, beautiful quality. £9.95 is your price point on this one. Speaking of hugging, they've done a study recently on hugs. Have you heard this?
Yeah.
About how the average hug, was it like is 7 seconds or something?
It's less than that. It's less than that. It's like 0. It's less than.
It's like
maybe 2 seconds or something. It was really
something
low.
like that.
Really
low. But for it to have beneficial effects, it needs to be 20 seconds.
For medical benefits.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's like benefits, emotional benefits.
Yes.
If it's after over 9 seconds, and then there's actually medicinal benefits if it's over 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
But that's a long hug. Do you
Yeah.
remember I hugged you for 20 seconds, Michael? I said it's got to be 20 seconds, and it's really, after about 12 seconds, it's really awkward. It's awkward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
It is.
yes, it's very, very awkward.
It's hard to hug for that long.
Well, yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, no, it is. Because it's 20 seconds of basically silence, isn't it? Because you can't really talk in a hug, I don't find. Can you?
Not really.
No. I can't hug for 20 seconds. We've got microphones on.
Honestly, it's longer than you think, 20 seconds.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
But yeah, can we put this with this?
Yeah, we can.
I love it.
Becky and Michael are now hugging for 20 seconds. How's it going so far, guys? Not awkward at all so far. B Diddy is saying nothing at all. It's getting a bit awkward now. Kerry, who's sat in the room with them, there she is, says it's now very awkward for her. 20 seconds done. Do you feel good for
It
it?
wasn't 20 seconds.
You're both smiling. You are. Look at you having a little giggle. Oh, Michael's practically bouncing in. Look at you there. That's nice. Well done, everyone. I do think they go beautifully together as well. Okie pokey, let's do a recap-a-roo. We are about to do a selection for your deal of the day. Wow is pretty much all you can say with these, isn't it?
Can I pinch one?
Yeah, do.
These aren't the same.
No.
Oh no. I see.
You've got your baby aquamarines, your baby tonally 20% saturation, still good. And you've got them in wonderfully dynamic pieces and sizes.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Aren't they something? So I've got these ones for you, where you've got your sort of faceted coins, let's say, and then you've got the big centralised pieces, the focals, if you will. And then actually, to add to the situation, I've got 2 strands. Santa Maria-esque. With the qualities and colour running evenly through this one, and created a design feature with the striations coming through in that one. These strands are not to be messed with.
No.
They are profound. You have got 4 different individual locations on these gems, which I think really helps you discover the individuality around the world. So, Madagascar, you've got your Santa Maria, of course, that's understandable. You've also got your Nigerian. Now, Nigerian aquamarine, when we see it, generally, it's a little bit more watery than what you're getting here, so that's fantastic. And then, of course, you've got Brazil, one of the more standard locations, but these are not standard pieces. So you're appreciating with this the size of certain locations, the tonality of other locations, the clarity in some locations, and also the sort of diversity, if that makes sense, when we talk about the Nigerian in particular. So it really is a story, a tale of a gemstone, isn't it, in many ways? And I think this proves beautifully what we often say, because you know, sometimes you'll hear us say, well, does it really matter on location? Well, to me, it most certainly does. And that is exactly what you've got here. You've got that tale, you've got that story. All 4 strands for you today are coming in at one price. So it's not a case of pick and choose your fave. It's get them all for just £69.95, and that is your closeout deal on these ones tonight. I will just let you know, I love the you know, jewellery made by our in-house designer. I think, you know, working with the more genteel ones that we've got here. These ones created, of course, by Mark earlier on today. So what you've got here is the beauty and quality in the design. You've got that lovely bracelet. You've got the gorgeous earrings as well. I think they just prove to you, that a little bit goes a really long way, actually, with things like this.
It does. When you've got the best example of, you know, of that particular type of gemstone, then that you don't really need to do much more than keep it really simple. Those chains that you had earlier, perfect thing to go alongside.
Tonight's must-have. Yeah, we did the 3 necklaces, the slider bracelet, and the metre of chain together. Yeah, they'd be perfect. You're right.
It's just beautiful, isn't it? That
gorgeous.
The colours. Fantastic. I bet Mark was thrilled to bits with this. It's his
well,
favourite,
aquamarine, of course, yeah.
I bet he was thrilled.
You have got here a stunning collection, and let me just remind you that we have had plenty of aquamarine on tonight. I did, probably most poignantly, I did the aquamarine that started off life at £91.95. We then dropped it to £29.95, that's right. Also, I did this one for you, which we actually did for under a tenner. This one here at £6.95. We did it for, no we didn't. We took it even lower, didn't we? Yeah. So yeah, basically we've had discount deals left, right and centre, so it's been a little bit of something for everyone's pocket today, which is great for Aquamarine Day. It truly, truly is. And let me just remind you, the Aquamarine Day is for today only. This weekend, we're all about the spring weddings. And you know that wedding weekends are always popular, because I think we offer, it's not just about making and selling for weddings, it's about kind of creativity across the board, proms and just high-end gemstones generally. I don't mind you taking the boxes away. I'm not sure about you taking the birthday cake away. Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's got in the fridge.
Got to go in the fridge. Oh yeah. I mean.
Nice one. Come on.
Thanks. We have had such a fantastic evening this evening, we really have, and thank you so much for all of your messages in and getting involved with us. It's been lovely to hear from you. We've had so many bundles as well, so thank you. That was such a good noise. Wasn't that brilliant? But boy, hang on, will I be able to do that again? Oh yeah, that's good. Anyway, the point is, thank you to my wonderful team. Thank you, B Diddy, for all your mega bundles. They have been vast. And there have been loads of them. Gemstone bundles, chain bundles, so much. And thank you for all of your creativity as well.
Thank you for letting me share your birthday show.
Any time at all, my love. When are you on next?
Next Friday morning.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you know what have you got?
Oh, I have got the most gorgeous, I want to say rhodolite.
You'll
Is that
like
pink?
it. Yes,
Yes, rhodolite. Yes, it's gorgeous.
We have got such a weekend coming up for you. I'm back with you tomorrow morning, where I've got a pearl showcase coming up for you. I've also got Blue Amber, an incredible kit with Fleur Hastings. So, thanks very much for joining us. Don't go anywhere. I love you loads. See you in the morning.